Is Isaiah 24?
Con,
I
5.
got, yeah, because I was going to get some reception. What he's talking about. Okay.
All right, shalom, shalom. We're here for Israelites. Come in week in, week out. We prophesy as we commanded. You know, before we get started, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and rule well. You know, and shalom to you, hope for elect. You know, we're gonna go right into it. You know, because hey, we still behind enemy lines. You know, hey, everything's defiled. You know, from the food, you know, to the water, to the people, you know, the rulership. Everything is just out of course. You know, but that ultimately comes from the children of Israel falling from their first estate. You know, having those that breath of life that was given unto Adam. You know, but you can go ahead and grab that out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 5. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right, and the inhabitants that are in power right now is Esau Edom. His blessing was to get the fatness of the earth through the sword, you know, and he's done that, but he can't rule in righteousness. Everything you see Esau produce, hey, that's the son of perdition that's spoken about. You know, everything he produced is adverse to the heavenly Father.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yeah, and shame is going to cover you. All these things that you're trying to bring out, you know, the Lord said your bounds are set. There's only so far you can go. You know, so when Yahweh sends Yahweh shot back, you know, the Lord said your blood's going to be on his garment, you know, and that's that payback, you know, that righteous payback that's to come to you.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
Yeah, you're going to be cut off forever after you go through that 1,000 years of captivity, hardcore captivity. You know, you're going to be cut off. We're going to round you up. You're going to be burned. You know, because everything you've done, you know, you've broken treaties, you know, you polluted the people, you polluted the mind, you know, and you got it.
Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's why you can be cut off forever. You know what I'm saying? Because you broke one of the major laws, you know? Because you hated your brother Jacob, you know what I'm saying? Because you killed and slaughtered the children of Israel. You defiled the earth, you know?
Yeah, I'll speak to. Like I said, this devil has transgressed every law that's in the book, man. Everything he does is contrary to the law, and commandments. That's why this world is out of whack, man. I mean, come on, man. Look at the relationship that we're in today, man. Look at our children. We can't even take care of our children. We can't even, like, you know what I mean, correct our children how to wait according to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, like I said, there's laws on money, there's laws on tree, there's laws on life. Like I said, there's boundaries that you know what I mean? You mean that you cannot step, man. But that's why, again, you know what I mean? That's what the Heavenly Father said his bounds on earth. That's why he can't go, like I said, to other planets, because we know what he'll do, man. You know? That's why, you know, Heavenly Father said, what? You serve the stars and the heavens and all that stuff. What do you mean? But you can't. That's why his bounds hasn't been set. And now we know the reason why. Like I say, you know what I mean? He's unable for rulership, basically.
And if I may, that's how wicked this devil is. Here it is. The moon ain't did nothing to him. You know, and this devil's talking about blowing up the moon. For what?
Why?
How did that conversation even start? You know? That's how you know that this devil got to be destroyed.
He's that mad scientist, that crazy scientist you've seen in all the cartoons with the bugged out wacky eyes.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Just a damn devil. You know?
Going back to what I was saying, like I said, think about the movies that you got Elysium, Star Wars, and Star Trek. We always seeing that war, battle. Come on, man. So you don't think he's gonna do the same thing and you know what I mean, if it was reality?
Yeah, he's
War was in his heart.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like you said before, why?
Yeah, Esau, Esau ain't got nothing but war in his heart. That's what his blessing was. You know, and he's used it well. You know, on all levels. You know, he'll use chemical warfare on you. He'll manipulate you. You know, he'll kill the family structure. You know, it's endless when it comes to this devil and this war. You know, and his warfare.
Ezekiel 4 and 13 reads, and the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Yasha'Allah eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
Yeah, we was going into that before the camera rolled on. You know, it's just about, you know, brothers and their ailments, you know, everything you go through, and even how the water, and you can't get a good glass of water to drink from, you know. Everything is just defiled, you know. When you go to, they promoting that new McDonald's meal with Offset and Cardi B. That shit ain't never done, man. That whole bill, I heard they charging the home of the restaurant too, like $20 for it.
What is it?
I have no idea.
You know how this made.
But yeah, but hey, everything you push is death. You got it. You was in on that?
Yeah, I just wanted to get that since we were talking about everything being defiled. We're at a place right now where, number one, they jack up the prices for the so-called good food, the organic food, the healthy drinks. Before the cameras got put on, we were talking about water. If you want decent water, you're gonna have to spend $4 or $5 just for one bottle, you know. And you know, we're told to drink what, around a gallon of water a day. What is that? That'd probably be about over $20 we got to spend every day just to drink an adequate amount of water. But then on top of that, you know, since we ain't under the curses and we don't have money like that, we got to buy the little bullshit water. And that shit's killing us when it's supposed to be making us feel better. Read the back of the regular spring, so-called spring water that's reasonable price. They got so many damn technical words. We don't know what the fuck this shit is. You know what I mean? You gotta Google this shit, you know?
And even like those pH waters, man. The only thing they do to change the pH is just add sodium to it, man.
Right.
So it's just dehydrate. Yeah, it's just dehydrate you at the same time.
Hey, prime example is what? A Dasani. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I said, because it says salt, and then there's I forgot what the other one. It's called magnesium sulfite. They come to find out that, you know, like I said, Moab, he's talking about, you know, that they use it, you know, to kill people. I guess, you know, you know.
Yeah, because if you keep drinking those type of waters, you find yourself thirstier than when you first cracked the bottle open. You know? And me personally, when I make my ice, I put it on a tea kettle. And I dissolve. Even though we're not getting the benefits of the water, at least I'm killing off the bullshit that's in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was reading somewhere the other day. It said that even boiling it makes it bad too.
Yeah.
It's awful, man. Yeah. The condition you hear. You know, it's the curse you remember though. You know? But ultimately, as the scripture said, you know, so you went above and beyond when it comes to this captivity. You know?
And it's about to get even worse. Because here it is, you know, you got a whole bunch of people complaining about the water after that Ohio thing happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now you're like, with all these rainstorms and snowstorms and windstorms, what do you think that's going to happen with, you know, these chemicals that's in the atmosphere right now?
I read somebody say it's moving to Texas. So you know, it's the add on what you were saying. You know, this, Esau be doing stuff under the rug too. Ain't no telling. You know, he put that plan together.
Yeah, and like I said, some states already been had there. You know what I mean? Had the pollution like what? Flint, Michigan, Mississippi. They down on water crisis, man. Like you said, and other states that you probably don't even know about.
Yeah, like we was talking about that every day. The Michigan situation ain't fixed, but you know damn sure this whole hazardous chemical situation going on in Ohio, it's going to be longevity, you know. It's going to draw out.
Hey, it's funny too because, like I said, these were Edomites. Because you know, think about Ohio. You know, people don't think about that.
Yeah.
And like, and you can say there's something. He said that they don't care about us. He don't care about his own people.
If you look at the movies, if you look at his movie, the hills have eyes and all that. Well, they were experimenting on their own kind. That's why you see the people in the rock, in the mountains, with 3 eyes, deformed. They, you know what I mean? They won't come out until nighttime because they so hideous. They got boils on them. That's the shit that this crazy man would do. He'll sacrifice the low of his own just to make sure he keep us at a minimum. You know what I mean? Because look, what the scriptures say. In Genesis, it said for us to be fruitful and multiply. They want their birthright back, so you know they don't want us to keep being fruitful and multiply. Their end goal, hey, is crafty counsel. You know what I mean? The house, the name of Israel will never be no more in remembrance. You know, and that's his plan. Because the higher ups, believe it or not, they know the scriptures. You know, they tricked the world to believe that the scriptures are just a fairy tale. And for the ones that do believe in it, they don't have the understanding that the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American are the Most High's favorite, you know, chosen. They don't want to accept that. I don't know if brothers, I'm gonna give it back to you. I don't know if brothers have seen, but I did a video the other day where, so I didn't post a slocky, where it was a House representative speech or something. The young Judite, she saw it. She was like, Kanye, right? We are the Jews.
Yeah.
The Jewish woman at the end had the final say so. Like, I want to retract her statements because she's wrong. Kanye was wrong. I'm Jew. She said, I'm Jew and I'm Jewish. Well, you contradicting yourself right there. You can't be a Jew and Jewish at the same time. Just like somebody that believes that they're a black person. And if we walk around and say, I'm blackish, what the fuck is blackish? You kind of black? You know what I mean? But that's, at the end of the day, you know, I'm just saying, this damn devil, his whole plan to get back to us eating defiled and everything being defiled is to keep us at a low state and not wake up to who we truly are. Because it's not just a physical a battle we're dealing with, it's also mental, spiritual. You know, the food we eat is affecting our mind state, man. We waking up angry. You know what I mean? Don't know why we angry. You know, because this damn devil spraying shit in the damn clouds that's hitting the top of our heads. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on while we sleeping. You know what I mean?
And if I may, you're right on that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason in the world why we should have the ailments that we have.
Right.
You know? You're a young man.
Yeah. Right.
I'm a young man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason in the world why you should be walking around limping.
Right.
You know? Because you can start limping on Monday and by Tuesday you watching like a bullshit commercial about knee pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's all designed.
That's right.
You know, to cut out certain parts of your bodies, you know, to have you just broken down so that way this devil can make his money. You know? It's amazing. There's no reason.
Now, just make something.
There's no reason in the world why anyone should have to go through what they're going through under this wicked kingdom. Unless the people in power are just straight up fucking wicked.
Hey, what's that?
That's why they gotta be put down. Not by us, but by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You people just gotta go. Everybody's starting to realize your bullshit. Even your own people starting to realize, hold on 1 second, I'm fucked.
I got a quick precept to back you up. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So, you know, and I'm going to bring that back. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, nobody's rejoicing, man.
I don't even know.
Everywhere you go, somebody's subject to some kind of claimants. You know, they got tribulation in the flesh. You know, or either they got tribulation at work. They going through it. You know, with family. Everybody on this planet Earth right now is anguished in some kind of way. You know, but when the righteous are in authority, the people gonna rejoice. You know, it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. You know, when these other nations, they gonna go through what they gonna have to go through in their captivity. But after it's all said and done, you know, they gonna be rejoicing as well. You know, they're not gonna be perfect as we gonna be made perfect. You know, but they gonna live a lot longer than they living here in Esau's kingdom. You got it right.
No more war?
Yeah.
And Brother Kashar, if I may, I had no idea of what rejoicing looks like.
She did.
None of us do.
I had no idea of what rejoicing looks like. I can't even fathom the idea of rejoicing until I see the fall of my enemies.
Yeah, we were told rejoicing was what they do in the churches
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Sundays
yeah.
when they
Jumping
go
up and
and
down,
holler.
yeah, all that bullshit.
But that was just programming.
Yeah.
We were told that that's what rejoicing and being happy was.
Yeah.
People falling out. Did y'all see that video? You seen it? When the lady walked through, she was smacking the shit. Bop, sit your ass in. And she look, and you can tell she just getting her stress out. She ain't believe us. She just popping people and they fall in and shit. The so-called the spirit, whatever, the Holy Ghost or whatever. But
That movie, with Elvis Presley in it, man. In the beginning, he go into the black church, man, and all the black people around him. And next thing you know, his friend tried to stop him. He's like, "Oh no, the Holy Ghost on him now," and he up there. Like just through.
But I'm saying that's what we were taught that what rejoicing was, and like the brother Ayah said, we truly don't know what rejoicing is because we don't know what we like.
Yeah.
We were taught what we were supposed to like before we woke up to this truth. We were taught that you need to walk around with jewelry, Jordans, have the finer things, eat a certain way, and all that stuff was a whole bunch of nothing. That made me broken. The food we was eating was making us unhealthy. Like I said, we didn't realize why we woke up angry. We just threw a whole bunch of daggone pork skins back the night before. You know what I'm saying? Hot, your blood pressure up. You know what I mean? You got to wake up with a headache, so now you upset,
Right, you looking your fingers over the pork skins that you had the night before, mad at your children,
Right.
because your demon, man,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this place is just wicked, man.
Yeah.
This place makes, if you're not mad at what this place has done to you, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, the scriptures tell you, oppression makes the wise man mad. Hey, through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord's making us wise unto our oppression, man, and to know who our enemy is and why we're in this state. Hey, that's why we're standing up on our feet, bold as lions. Shaking the hand of this devil.
If I may, we can't be in cahoots with what this world tells us is living nice and still have the love of the Heavenly Father. I always bring out 1 John 2:15, because if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So to the world, when they ride past it, like that's them angry ass black people that think they God's chosen. Well, we are angry because why? Because we came to the realization, hey, he woke us up that this place is polluted and defiled. And we don't want to continue in this society. The only reason why we want to continue in this society is to keep pushing the word of the Heavenly Father. Look, one guy was so, I guess in the spirit, y'all seen it in California, he spray painted the Lord's name on the wall, and they called that anti-Semitism. How is that anti-Semitism if we say we have the true name of the Lord? What's anti-Shemitic about that? When our Lord was Shemitic, or is Shemitic, I should say,
They don't know what they want with that name.
Right. It scared the shit out of them. That was a call from the uppers, the higher ups. Make an article, put this on the news, tell them that this is that,
They don't want that vibration being pushed out in the world.
Too late.
Right. And back to Yasalaki, it's just on the spirit. The so-called Jewish people, they don't even call on it. They say Hashem, the name. But what does the scripture say? Who knows my name or my son's name if thou can tell? Roughly paraphrasing. So you walk around saying the name. Well, what is the name? We saying we have it. And you try to demonize us for that, And we can back it up. Why? You done changed the righteous languages to some bullshit added on, you know what I mean? This guy's a devil, man.
See, the thing about it is, like, if you look at the 1611 KJV Bible, the very first page after you turn the cover is in like an image, like a pictorial image, and then there's a cloud in the middle, and the name of Yahweh is in the cloud.
Yeah, but in their language, though.
But in their language, but we do a diligent search, to figure out
what
it
matches
is.
up perfect.
Yep. So you people are fucking hypocrites, man.
Even if you go to the Tetragrammaton, it's 4 letters. How do you get I don't even like saying the names.
Yeah.
How do you get these names out of it when the Tetragrammaton shows you?
Yeah.
You break down it, it's going to come out to what we know the Heavenly Father's name to be. Man. Come on now.
This is St. John chapter 17 and verse 25. It says, "O righteous Father, the world have not known thee, but I have known thee. And these have known that thou hast sent me." Verse 26, "And I have declared unto them thy name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them."
Yeah, hey, so that means that, you know what it is?
Well, you got it.
No, that means the Lord gave his name. He gave his hey, for you guys saying the Lord has a separate name, he has a heavenly name and an earthly name. Hey, the Lord is going to establish a kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. You know, even I forget where it is. I think it's 1 John, where it tells you that the name is the same in heaven and in earth. You know, you just grab it. You got it.
With great power comes great responsibility. We have the power in the name,
Yeah.
you know, and we have a responsibility to publish it.
That's right. And that's what Scripture says. Yeah, it says publish and conceal not, man. It's not there. I think Jeremiah 50.
I got a quick
Okay,
one.
we'll bring it up.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, and I'll go to the point, verse 9. It says, then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to serve him with one consent. You know? So we all in one spirit, we all in one consent. We believe on one pure, true doctrine, man. All right, and it starts with the name. Acts 4:12, it says, neither is there no other name under heaven where we must be saved, man. So we need the name for salvation, man. All right, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man. The righteous run into it. It is safe. It is safe. You know?
And we feel safe with the name in it. Don't we feel safe? Why do you think we keep praising, you know what I mean? The names.
Exactly.
Yep.
When you throw up the prayers and supplications, man, or you feel comfort in your heart, man. When you get on your knees in the Father, you pray to the Lord, man, and something just hits you like, man, my day's gonna feel a little bit better, man. Because I called upon my power. So now I have, more of a faith booster to get through the day, man.
Because when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is here right now.
And we
What
feel
do you
it.
come on. And what do your other camps got? You know? Seeing seed blessed and all this other
Nah,
bullshit.
they're united in Christ.
Yeah, right,
They're
know?
united in Christ.
You're gonna be united in a nuclear destruction.
So you basically saying you're united in this world. Because once you come, you say you woke up to the truth. Why you still calling on? We have the history. We have the secular history of who you call Christ truly is.
Yeah.
You know?
And he just brought it up. He's going to bring it in a clear tone, which is the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew. You know, you got it right.
This is Malachi 1:14. It says, but cursed be the deceiver, well, we know who the deceiver is, right? Which had in his flock a male and voweth, and sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, said Yahweh of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen.
I was just thinking about that. You know, and that's ultimately that. So that's ultimately why Esau Edom and the elect, when he was talking about the name being sprayed up on the wall, that's why they made a big deal to it about it, because it's a terror. They'll let certain Israelites come out, and march up and down the streets and proclaim they're Israelite, because it's not stopping their show. They know America's going to be destroyed. So they're not worried about that. What they worried about is the name of Yahweh Shah being pushed in truth and sincerity. You got it.
Now, to land back what you're saying, now remember the Apostle Gabar brought out a while ago that one day they were out there pushing kids, and the higher-ups pulled up on them in a black limo and saw everything. So he saw the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, and he's like, how the fuck did y'all find this out? We spent top dollar for y'all not to realize that. That took crafty counsel, right? And it flipped out. Got back in the limo and rolled off in astonishment, like, how the fuck? You know why? Because, it's prophecy that the Lord will wake us back up,
And if I may, the scriptures say that Israel should be no more in remembrance. There was a time where Israel should be no more in remembrance. Now, you about to get that?
No, I had the crafty counsel.
But now Israel is in remembrance. Bring it out.
Yeah,
Brother Sean.
This is Psalms 83 and 3. It says,
It's the same thing.
They started start from the top. Come.
it says, Psalms 83.
No, you gotta come closer.
No. Come to little camera.
Psalms 83 and 3 it says, they have taken crafty counsel.
Now start at the top.
Okay. It says, Psalms 83 and 1, it says, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Yeah, this is the Lord. We understand it. We behind enemy lines, and we're not gonna get out of this predicament until Yahweh Shah comes back. King David understood that. You know, hey, that's why he said, "Keep not thy silence." You know, he was ready for Mashiach to be risen up. You know, and to do his work. So the kingdom can be established. You got it.
It says, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh.
Yeah.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Yeah, all our enemies, you know, all the nations outside of the nation of Israel are our enemies, man. We've been in captivity and among captivity, but among all these nations, man, and they've done nothing but tread us underfoot, you know. Hey, ultimately that's because of our transgression against the Heavenly Father. But hey, you know, they didn't have a care for us. How did Scripture go? They didn't ask of you, ask how you were doing, roughly paraphrasing, you know? Hey, you got it, bro.
Another nation
Hey,
asks
You
how
got
thou
quick
doest.
I just got the definition of tumult. Tumult is late 14th century from the Old French. It's from the Latin tumultuous. It means commotion, a bustle, an uproar, a disorder, or a disturbance. You know.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to cause a disturbance and an uproar amongst our nations, that's like they do to this day. You know, they set up women's liberation. You know, they attack the family structure. You know, ultimately that's for you mess up a family, you mess up a nation. And they understood that.
I got that precept.
You know?
I got that precept. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee?
Nobody's bemoaning us, you know? And that's ultimately because we've made a proverb and a byword amongst these nations. So now they think of us the way we out here looking, you know? and that's why ultimately all of Israel, like you say, the elected who's gonna get the salvation on this side.
Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Yeah, nobody's doing that, you know, and that's ultimately it's done by plan, you know. And the brother's about to bring it up. You got it now.
Verse 2, it says, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They that have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah, the hidden ones, you know. Was it the lost tribes of Israel? You know, we're hidden. You know, we've been scattered, and ultimately we've had our heritage stripped away from us for our disobedience. You know, but these other nations, they looked at that and they was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this to my benefit. My rulership is coming, and that's what you see right now. Especially the craftiest of the craftiest, Esau Edom, that cunning hunter. You know, as the scriptures says he is. You know, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows how to plant snares and nets to kick Israel where he wants to. You got it.
Verse 4, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance.
And that's a very important point, because the name of Yasharallah has been removed off the earth for so long that these people are calling themselves the Ish.
Right.
They're not calling themselves Yasharallah. But in this time, the true worshipers of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua are calling themselves Yasharallah.
Right.
That's how you know that the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is alive and well.
From their respective tribes.
That's right. Not just Judah.
Not just I'm Judah or I'm Levi. You know, where the rest of the tribes go there? But we got every Friday to Saturday. You can go to certain corners of your city, and you're going to have a whole bunch of brothers from different tribes and claiming and backing up why they believe they're from that tribe. Now we might not have it 100% on which tribe a brother from, but we're in that spirit though. You know?
We got it a lot more than what they do.
Yeah.
We're not calling ourselves Jews.
Yeah.
We're calling ourselves Israelites.
Yeah. That's the spirit bearing witness. with
Not
our spirit.
Israeli.
Yeah.
Are people who live in the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You people need to wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm talking to you, Jakes. So,
You in the spirit. Hey, but that's the thing. You know, and that's the spirit of an Israelite, you know. realizing that the true and living power, you know, is no matter what tribe this brother's from, he realized his spirit bears witness that he's the son of the living power, you know.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah. You got
This is Baruch chapter 2, and I start at verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me because of the stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves," man. So we're being brought back into remembrance who our true nationality is, man. We know who we are, man. All right, we measure that by what? By the scriptures and by faith, man. Romans 8, it says, "We by the Spirit bear witness that we are the children of the Heavenly Father," man. All right, they don't have the Spirit with them, man. All right, they can't go into the scriptures and prove, you know, who they are, man. You know. So continuing on. Oh, so like
but through the spirit, we can. You know, and we that's what the prophets have always done.
Well,
you know,
well, if I may, Salaki, brother, they did. That's why they took out in certain books.
That crafty.
Because then we can really line you up where you from, you know, and who your people are.
Exactly.
So they took out, and what is the apocryphal? In English is translated hidden, right? So they, like I said, the higher ups now, the average peons don't know what's going on because they're white. You know what I mean? This is their habit. This is their kingdom. But we have the truth. That's why they hate. If a so-called white man walked up right now, seeing that what's that, a 1611 with them extra books in it? Oh no, I don't respect that right there. You know.
Yeah. That's why you'll have certain controversy when it comes to that topic. Hey, but through the spirit, we realize that that book is valid. It coincides. You know, it tells you the understudies of the prophets that are in the other books. You know,
It lines up with
all
secular
lines up.
history.
It lines up. You know,
And that's why we use 1611 because now, you know, the devil always got to revise the quote, you know, the Bible, man.
Yeah.
The new translation, the new King James translation, the kids' Bible. And you remember what happened maybe like a decade ago? They tried to use the Queen James Bible. If you ever remember that?
Yeah, and to add on to what you're saying, brother, with all these new revised Bibles, they had certain. Hold on, let that. Sorry, the gas. With these new ones, they have certain. I'm gonna look it up. I got the bookmarks. They got certain chapters that is just blank. It's nothing there for the verses. So why do you need to take away from the word? Because the last time I checked, the last chapter of Revelation tells you can't you add or take away, man. Your name's gonna be taken from the book of life. You know.
It speaks about that in Revelation 11 chapter, man, how they crucified our Lord, man. They crucified us spiritually, man. They tried to exile his name. They tried to exile who we were, man. They tried to count us out, man. But what? The Lord is bringing us back into this fold, and now we're proclaiming, being bold into the ones that oppress us, letting them know that, hey, we are those people, man. All right? And this belongs to us, man.
Yeah.
You know? I'm if any brothers on that, I'm going to finish it out. This is Baruch. Chapter 2, I read verse 30 again. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves." Verse 31, "And shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, their power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name," man.
Yeah, that's Ezekiel 37. You know, those dry bones being raised up. You know, when they get that breath put back into them. You know, those sinews and those bones and all that coming back together. You know, ultimately of the elect. You know, this is the miraculous work that the Lord was speaking about there in Baruch. You got it.
Now, just to bring it out, if you switch to these other revised, I'm in the CSV.
Oh, that was it.
I'm in the CSV, and if brothers can see, it's the 10th verse, 11th is blank. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they showed that on TikTok. In the New Testament, I believe it's in Matthew, they took out certain verses with the lost sheep and everything
Well,
like
that's,
that.
what that was.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if I go back to the KJV, and I know, you know, in Salah, that it says, for the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, is come to save that which was lost. These are all key pointers that they know who we are, and they don't want us to wake up for that, you know, because they pushing the doctrine that the Messiah is here for everyone. Everybody that walks on up and down, to and fro, can receive the kingdom of heaven. And the scriptures attest that, you know.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the pale-faced devil too. On top of that too, you got
Yeah,
you can add that with that too.
Yeah, they take that Jew or Greek out of context, you know? And if that's the case, how come they only mention Jew or Greek? How come they didn't mention the other nations that were there? It was other nations there in Rome at the time.
Yeah.
You know, all the nations were there. You know, it's the same beast that carried the same ideologies. That was a melting pot, like America's a melting pot. You know.
Yeah.
Right, man.
It was more on Psalms 83.
Yeah. In Psalms 83 and 5, it says, for they consulted together with one consent.
Yeah, all these nations, man. All these nations have gathered together with one consent. You know, why you think we don't have no seat at the at all their councils? You know, you gotta believe the elite of all these other nations, they have backroom talks where they still gotta make their plans to keep the nation of Israel down. You know, and that's going to continue. They're going to think to continue that until the Lord comes and disrupt their plans. You know, you got it.
And it says, they are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Yeah, it's going. Hey, all you other nations, you can drop that. But yeah, all you other nations, man, all you nations. You know, you had a part, and will continue to try to have a part in our downfall. You know.
Yeah.
And
that's why they all going into slavery, man.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, kind of. I was looking at just now that every single one of them. So every one of them that has had Yasharallah in derision.
That's right, man, because what? They reap the benefits of the talk about Negro Latinos, they're the Americans, man. You know, that's why I said, I think Isaiah forgot what it was. It says, basically they're spoiled, the Israelites, and they give the suck to their children. What is that? Their inheritance, their money. That's why these other nations, what they do, they set up shops in our neighborhoods, man. Making money off us. What are they doing? They still, what? They're making money. Merchandise out of us, man. Come on, man.
Because it's a conspiracy, man. You know, because when you go into the word conspiracy, and the etymon means to breathe together, man. So they all in league with each other, you know, to bring us down, man. And that's why he read in Psalms, man. They're trying to cut us off from being a people. And not only that, man, they're trying to wipe us off the earth. That's why when the brothers went into earlier about us eating bread, defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, and they poison our food, they do all different types of things. And me and the brothers were just having a conversation in the car, going into Moab, man. You know, they feed us, you know, that General Soul, the compound chicken, and they don't even eat that shit.
Right.
You know?
You go in there, man, in their stores, and they got other things set up. They got a whole platter of veggies and good. They eat good.
What I said, they eat good tea, drinking good tea, raw. But and I'm glad the brother brought it up, because on the way here, I'm looking around, and I'm leaving my neighborhood. They got a Moab spot right here, and another one right behind it. And we get over here, and I see like 4 more. So, you know, that's another reason for Eve's plan on us, to put the bullshit in the areas where we predominantly live. Think about, especially now, our women don't like cooking. So the brother that might live in the hood, every day he going to the damn Chinese store and let me get a number 4 today. We get extra rib tips. You know what I'm saying? So,
because don't forget, like I said, you know, in order to treat us like HIT, don't forget about that. Like I said, incidents with the hair store, what they always do, they fight, they punch, they come to shove. Hey man, they might even kill you, and then might get away with it.
Yeah, so, you know, eating that over and over and over again, what is that doing? We just talking about, you know, our health, right? That's gonna break us down even more and more. Yeah, it might taste good to you, You know what I mean? But it's not good. They frying that rice. Yeah, that ain't healthy rice. They frying fried rice. Pork fried rice. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing good about that.
But if you look at their rice, they got the long grain,
Right.
you know, slim brown rice
And
with
they live
the
more.
whole fish, even with the head on it. It still got the bones in it,
Right.
you know. Still got the guts in it. I don't know how Moab do that shit, but they got the nice vegetables, and they eating on the other side of the bulletproof glass. You looking at the shit they eating, and you watching the shit that they making for you.
Hey,
That's
what,
a good point you brought out.
yeah,
bro.
what's even worse that, you know, we got to mention is that, you know what I mean, that they don't even clean their utensils, they don't clean their food and all that stuff. They don't even get their health inspector to come over there.
No.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's not clean.
And they own all the beauty salons, they own all the liquor stores, right?
Yeah.
So you got the liquor stores in all the bad neighborhoods. Like when I was driving in Newport News looking for a house, man, almost every corner you had a church and then a liquor store right across the street, man. You know? So that's how you know, they're trying to taint our spiritual, you know, our temple, man, and our temple in our body, man, as far as like with the food, man. They're trying to destroy us, you know, physically and spiritually.
Coming out of Satan's house, you gotta do something because you've been tainted with all types of demons.
I was gonna say,
Them people just
the brother was talking about how they don't have the health inspector. That's because Moab on this earth right now, Moab is the king of bootlegs. They can bootleg anything. They making vegetables out of stuff that's not true vegetables, out of colors and stuff. So you know they bootleg all the clothes. So you know, that their health inspections figure they can make that shit look crispy clean, 100%. You know, even though it's fake.
I wouldn't be surprised, guys.
So what I'm saying that to say we are below them, even though they're supposed to be below us. You know what I mean? Even Moab, and you know they crazy. They don't got, like the brother said, they don't got no peripheral vision. They just hear. You know what I mean? You know.
That's why in Isaiah he said, "What Moab's a pride, man. Moab's prideful, man." Because you know, because what he said, I'm he's at second position where he's at, man. So that's why he's able to do the things that's why he's at doing this next so-called world war. He believes that he's gonna be the next superpower, man. Which is not gonna be the case.
You see, but you got Moab here, you know, what you saying all prideful as if he's got necks. He don't have necks. Hands don't have necks. You know, none of these nations have necks except the nation of Yasharallah.
Yeah.
We got necks.
That's right.
And it's going to be a culture shock to all you people who sat back and you mocked at the gospel that was presented to you.
Right.
You're going to wish, because we're entering in that time where you're going to have to gird yourself on a level that you've never girded yourself. A man's going to have to be a man, not knowing how to be a man in these days. You know?
And the reason why we know we have necks is right here. And I'll just go straight to the point. We bring it out all the time, but this is 2nd Ezra 6:9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." And we know right now he got it. So that's how we know we got necks. There's no more rulership under. We're not going to be under rulership of anybody because we're going to have the ball.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Can I back up a little bit?
Sure.
This is Revelation chapter 11, and I'll start at verse 14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly," man. All right, so World War II already happened, and so we're waiting on World War III, man. And after World War III, what comes next? Verse 15, it says, "And the seventh angel sounded, and there was a great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed. And he shall reign forever and ever," man. So that lets you know that we got next, man. All right, because Yahweh he's going to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth, man, with his with the elect governed body, man, the 144,000, man, and it's going to rule forever and ever, man, for eternity.
I got a precept. I can get that for you. I got a precept. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 20. "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her."
Yeah, it's talking about right here in America, man. That whore that's through all of her philosophies has destroyed the whole world. You know, the Lord's going to avenge us through her. You know, Apostle Paul says it all the time. This place is an altar. You know, and the sacrifice is going to be the blood that's going to be shed in here. You know,
It goes into that too, huh? Verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of the harpers and musicians, and of the pipers and trumpeters, shall be heard no more at all indeed.
Yeah, so all the happy-go-lucky, hey, people want that nostalgia, want to feel good feeling here that they keep chasing in America that they can't find anymore. You know, hey, it's all gonna be thrown away. You know, that's where it speaks, going back into what you said about Jacob having next. That's the hand betwixt the hill of Esau. You know, hey, through the spirit of power, how about Shimei al-Shadow, these words that we pushing. You know, the prophecy's already set, but we us pushing this word, we pulling Esau down through the spirit. You know, you got it.
And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found no more at all indeed.
Yeah. Nothing will be found here no more. You know, as the scriptures say, you're only gonna find desert-like creatures over here. You know that the smoke that's gonna burn, that's gonna show, is gonna be for remembrance. You know, and nobody's gonna inhabit this land no more. You know, when that destruction comes, when World War III comes, you know, where World War III shoots those missiles here on America, hey, that's gonna be all she wrote for America. You know, and that's it.
And the voice of the harpers and musicians, and of the pipers and trumpeters, shall be heard at all no more indeed. And no craftsman whatsoever craft he be shall be found no more at all indeed. I read this already, but I read it again. And the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more at all indeed.
Yeah, no more working here in America. You know, hey, all these 401ks and all the things and comfortability that you set up here. You know, and all these things that you worked so hard toward that gives you no life whatsoever. You know, it's gonna come to naught. You know, you got it.
And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all indeed.
Yeah, Esau's wisdom. You know, everything that Esau established here is going to be taken up. You know, none of the things that he established to be held at high esteem is going to be looked at no more. They're going to say, is this the man that made the work to tremble when he's taken back to his true estate?
Yeah.
You know, you got more of that.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all indeed. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Yeah.
And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that was slain upon the earth.
Yeah, so to go into that as well, you know, for men out there saying that the prophets ain't gonna taste death on their side, hey, that goes against you, man. Hey, can you read that one more time, Baba Shaw? Hey, cause it said the blood of the prophets, and that's talking about right here in America. You know, those men that are gonna be beheaded, hey, for the truth's sake. You know.
Come. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 24. And in her were found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
Right. And those men that are going to be slain on this side, you know, for the truth's sake, are going to return when Yahweh shall return, being joint heirs with Yahweh shall. You know, I think somebody quoted that earlier. Somebody grab Romans 8 and hold that on deck as well.
Let me jump back to Isaiah.
Yeah, please do.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 6. Therefore has, you can start back at verse 5 or just...
Yeah, you can start with the concept.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, the ordinance is the law, statutes, commandments being established as the law of the land, the law of the earth, you know, the law of all things, you know. When Esau Edom, you know, he's came and he started to change times and laws, you know, as it's spoken about in Daniel. You know, you got it.
Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Yeah.
They shall be found no more at all indeed.
That's it.
Come. Verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languishes.
Yeah, that new wine, you know, is mourning. You know, we are to be angry, but sin not. You know, and push this word. You know, we telling the true gospel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect of that. You know, you will be the first fruits. You know, establishing the kingdom of heaven, showing these other nations what it's like to be to rule in righteousness. You know. And you 2/3, man, you can hang it up. You keep on joining on to these other Israelites that ain't got it figured out, joining on to these rappers and putting your trust in Daddy E. You stay there, you know, and you burn with them. You got it.
Kind of, I made.
Yep.
There's also videos coming out of the ninja women starting to realize that life ain't as easy as it used to be. They're not eating the way they used to a year ago. Food is starting to become more expensive because of inflation, you know. Food is starting, you know, to become a rarity, you know. You got videos on TikTok where you got women crying. I can't take it no more. But these are the beginnings of sorrows. This is the beginning. So if you can't fuck with the beginning, you're fucked in the end.
That's right. Hey, if I may add, you know, to the spirit of the prophets have been telling you this for a long time, even before inflation and all these things came into play. The prophets were out there warning you of things to come. You know, but you ain't take heed. You ain't build yourself up in the spirit to be ready for what's to come. You know, so therefore, you losing your shit.
I look forward to it.
You got it.
Continue on with verse 7. All the merry-hearted do sigh. She was sighing, bro. I can't take it no more.
And for her to do it on public, for her to do it on the internet like that, that's how you,
Bro.
yeah, that's how you know it's real.
Bro, I was like, yes. Come. I was like, bring it on.
Because you know what I mean? Because they had so much liberty, you know what I mean? If we be prideful and act like nothing's gonna happen to him, hey, that's what the Lord said. What he should come as a thief in the night, and like I said, and slowly creeping up, like you said, what's Scripture saying? It's like the pains of the trail of a woman. What roughly paraphrase? Brother, you quote it for me. Travail. He did the trail. Yeah. He's gonna get worse and worse, man.
Yeah, as a travail as a woman.
Yeah, the water he tries to man. That's what's happening, man. That's, I mean, it's about to pop, man. It's getting worse and worse. Like I said before, this inflation. Because wait, as we said it before, because wait, he deals with gradualism. So slowly, things is getting more and more expensive, and people start hurting. And that's why people are depressed, mad right now, man.
Yep.
You know
what he's doing. He's taking you through this roller coaster ride of hell, which is a condition, man. But hey, he's taking you through this roller coaster ride, and ultimately, so you can get that mark. You know, he wants to chip you up. You know that Revelation 13. You know, he wants you to surrender unto him. You know, you look at him as a god. You know, take his mark. That way, you don't do nothing without him. You know.
Can I remember that quick precept?
Yep. Come.
This is Daniel chapter. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. And it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand of the word by the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whosoever he will, and set it up over the basis of men. And what was that? Eve. And that's what the brother was said, you know, when the people mourn, you know what I mean, what to catch up, but when the authority, the people rejoice. So we know who's in power. That's why the people are hurting. Like you said before about the nigger woman.
We hurting as well. And, you know, but we got the comfort. You know, hey, we
got the brotherhood too.
We got the brotherhood. We got men that believe on the true living power amongst us. You know, hey, we see an end out of this thing. You know, especially when it get hot and heavy, hotter than it is now. Because like I said, this is just the beginning. You know, when it turns all the way up. You know, hey, you people, spoken about in Jeremiah 30. For somebody to hold that on deck as well. When it turns all the way up, you know. The Lord, what the scripture say, the Lord's gonna mock when your fear comes. You know, so ain't nothing you can do. You know, hey, the Lord put you in that predicament. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, God, yeah, pretty much. Ultimately, James, but this morning I put you in that predicament.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what the Lord uses E as a sword, man. These people are hurting financially, man. You know what I mean? The worst thing that you could do to somebody is hurt their pockets in society.
Yeah.
Because society's run off debt and inflation, man.
Yeah.
You know, and what catches society, and that's how E, like I said, that's one of the ways E is to control the people.
Yeah.
Currency, man.
Yeah.
Because what do people always talk about? Money. They say, even when it comes to own people, they talk about money. That's why they say we can't have kids because of what? Because of money. You know, that's why we watch YouTube videos about financially everybody's in debt. I don't care who it is. Everybody's in debt. Whether you free or not, because you in debt to the bankers.
Yep. Hey, which is part of his image. You know, so if you're gonna worship that man, you gotta know what comes along with it.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, so you people deserve everything that's coming to you. You know? It's all tangible. It don't last forever. You know? All these things gonna be dissolved. You know?
I got a precept over the show. The book of Matthew, chapter 14 and verse 25. Because there's multiple ways people are looking at this, but we're looking at it one way. We're looking towards one light, one Savior, one King. You know? Mm-hmm. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 14 and verse 25. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahushua went unto them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, you know, because, you know, the sea, you know, but they never seen that, you know, saying, it is a spirit.
Yeah, that was far-fetched, you know, to see a man, you know, walking on water as it's rumbling and tossing the tooth back and forth, you know, it's going on. You got it.
And they cried out for fear. But straightway Yahushua spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I, be not afraid. You know, and that's entering into the time that we're entering into now.
The troubled waters. Yeah. Time of troubled waters, you got to slop.
I mean, yeah, bro, you speak on that.
I was just backing you up with that, you know, because they was troubled waters that they were in, so they were in fear. You know, but what Yahushua told, keep your eye stayed on him, you know, and it was in that one. You got it.
Come, verse 28. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter was come out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? Because we're entering into that time of great turbulence, you know, and we have to keep our eyes straight away on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Other people don't have that. Other people's looking towards their money, their assets, their women, their children, their houses, their property, their government, this wicked system. But that's what sets the elect apart. Lord willing, we be one of or I be one of those men, and let alone my brethren be one of those men. Because we're entering into that time of great trouble and tribulation. You know? And a lot of these women, although this is the beginning, they starting to feel it on a level that they've never felt it before. They've never felt not being able to feed their families or eat, especially this generation of women. They never felt that. We men, we can deal with this, you know.
Yeah, because we're built like that. We're built, man. I mean, that's why the Lord considered them as a weaker vessel. That's why they got to go out and shout and cry and do all this stuff. You know, like I say, for vainglory and for views. But man, we don't, like I said, we don't do that because we wasn't raised to, we're supposed to, take it like a man. That the scripture says bird up the wings like a man. Because if you show yourself crying in the video, what kind of man are you? But like I said, you're gonna have men out there that the scripture says, it says men shall be as women. Because the society is turning men is demasculating the men.
Exactly.
By who? By these ninja women, these single mothers. Yeah. To the point where they ain't men no more. And that's why what? There's gonna be a shortage of men. Like the brother said, it says what? Men shall be refined as gold, man.
This is the point here. And when they were coming to the ship, the wind ceased. When Yahweh Shai supped with them aboard that ship, they didn't care about nothing else. Nothing else mattered. Because everything was good. They was with the Lord. We have to maintain that integrity even during the time of trouble. Their head could be in the guillotine. We could be in the FEMA camp. We could be out in the wilderness. You could be being chased by a bunch of wicked niggas. But we have to maintain our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's going to pull us out of this.
Right.
Scripture say, maintain our faith unto death, and we'll give you a crown of life. You know?
Even if, Scripture says, even a grain of mustard seed thou shalt move mountains, man. So you gotta have that inkling of faith. I don't care how much percentage you got, man. Because like I said, at any moment, anything can happen, man. You know, at any moment, it could be any second, something could go down, especially in Jacob's trouble.
Exactly.
When there's no laws established, you know, I mean, anything can happen, man. No rules. You know, the Scripture says, hey, like I said before, you could run away to a bear, and next thing you know, you could run up to a lion.
This is about to get into that. Brother Kishar, you want me to continue on? The book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 8. The mirth of the tabernacle ceases. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the heart ceases. And that's what you're seeing now. A slow decline. Well, actually, it ain't even slow at this point.
It's rapidly flushing down the journey.
Yeah,
this place is finished, man. You can see it on all levels, you know. You got you'll still have your increments and things that where people still having fun, because it's gonna be like that up until the time of the Lord return. They're gonna be eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage. You're gonna still see those kind of things. Hey, if you got a real outside to see, hey, you know it's going down, you know?
Baba Kishar, hopefully this is the last Passover. We gotta deal with this shit. I'm hoping I'm hoping this is the last Passover before shit hits the fan.
Yeah, what is this? The hopeful year that all prophecies are fulfilled. You know?
And trust and believe, all the prophecies are going off the page.
Yeah. Because when you look at when the Passover has been happening over the last few days, it's been closer and closer towards the beginning of the month. A lot is going on in the beginning of March. So, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that this is the last Passover, we got to deal with this bullshit. Push the fucking button.
I know.
I'm ready.
It's the March when they do all the
Yeah, because March goes back to Mars, the goddess of war. But hey, we probably gonna be here another Passover, but it won't be like how it is right now.
Right.
Like if we here for another Passover, it's gonna be like the last one. It's gonna be
exactly.
That's what they always say, you know what I mean? I don't want my Maratazah, man, you know? Lord will, man. But as long as you still have this word and we keep pushing, we got each other, and we know that prophecies, like I said, we already know prophecies are the page. Like I said, because the scripture says what? Let everything be done decent and order. If this devil were to do it right now, like I said, we'd be all out of whack. You know, everybody would know, man. You know, so what? We got to do with the Lord. You know, Lord, that's what Scripture says. What? No man knows the hour.
And the only reason I say that is because when you look at the Democrats, they're the ones that's going to push the corona. Because you had Biden, what was it, a little over a decade ago, he's like, you're gonna vote on getting chipped. So his administration is going to push the corona. But Trump, we really believe Trump is going to be the guy, the last guy. You know, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. So we'll probably be here, you know, in 2024 to 2025. But hey, fuck. And you complain about that, that just means you weak.
We hasten the day, but we still got to maintain the spiritual gift that's been given to us. Which one of those is patience, you know, and multiple other things that the Lord gives you, to keep you sound until His return. You know, He will put more on us than we can bear. You know, as long as we stay prayed up, keep our faith. You know, the Lord will handle the rest. You know, and do the work. Right? Sincerity and truth.
Let it go.
If I may add, Kobe Bryant, this is an interview before he had died. He was going into about how he won the championship. right? And then they was asking him like, what are you gonna do next and everything like that. He said there's more work to be done, job not finished. You know, so that's the same spirit that we gotta be in. No matter how long we gotta be here, the job is not finished. Because as soon as when the job is finished, we're gonna be out of here.
Hey, how was y'all finish this course? You know, but we gotta finish work. You know?
Look at Yahweh Shah, you know what I mean? What he had to go through, you know what I mean? I mean, he was catching hell on a daily basis. They didn't even say how long. I was in bed with these, you know what I mean, ninjas, man.
Yeah.
But what? He went through the course.
He was getting mad with Jake too. He was like,
Every day he had to deal with it, man. So how much more of us, man? The scripture says what? The servant is not greater than his master. You know? And of course, you know, on this side, you know, we got to like, because what? We got leeway and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like I said, we're not taking on the burdens of Yahweh.
Yeah.
So we got to be appreciative about that.
he did that once for himself and for us.
Exactly.
Yep. Hey, this burden is light, man. You know? Hey, it's not, I think it's in that Romans 8. We'll bring out eventually. But hey, it's not
Burden is easy and my yoke is light. Yeah, it's true.
Hey, but it's not to be compared to what we're gonna get for this small minuscule stuff that we going through.
But see, a lot of Israelites don't realize what this truth is about. Like they just think it's just we wake up and then we get delivered. The reason why the Lord got us in captivity is for you to work on yourself as a man. So the time that we're here, you're supposed to be. When it says rehearse the righteous acts, what does that mean? You're supposed to be working on yourself daily, doing the videos, reading, studying to build your spirit up, so your spirit can handle the society that you're stuck in. Right? If you're not building your spirit up, you're going to get weak because you're not feeding your spirit. You're going to be here. The Lord got you here. But the time you're here, you got to work on yourself. That's what the Lord got you here for. Not just sit, not work on yourself and ask Him to deliver you. What sense is that fucking? You just sitting on your ass and asking for the Lord to deliver you. Use this time to your advantage and work on yourself. I thank the Lord every day. I got another day to work on myself. Like, man, another day to, because you be sinning like a motherfucker.
God, that's where the mercy doors are so open. That's why we got grace to y'all by Shem Shah, man.
If the Lord came back today, you 100% guarantee you gonna be up. Okay,
That
That's
makes
just
sense.
being real.
Yeah,
for real.
makes sense.
When you put it like that, hey, we should all feel like we get a lifetime of work, you know, because our righteousness is filthy rags, you know. Hey, when it is, it's grace that's going and mercy that's going to get us on the chariots, man.
That's why Yahweh shines. That's why he said, my grace is sufficient enough.
Yeah.
Work on yourself. Constantly examine yourself.
And the fact that we still here, Lord willing, unless we continue to end, you know what I mean, it's more than enough, man. Because, you know, man, at any time, hey, man, we could be out of here, man.
Now, if you get put to death for the Lord, then you can boast in that. You can damn well punch your ticket like I'm on the chariot. they about to put you to death for the Lord. You can damn near guarantee you didn't get left.
Nah, the first ones that die are gonna be what? On the chariot, man. So, hey, that's what's up. That's a lottery ticket.
Real.
No, it's a hidden lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's the mindset we gotta have.
Yeah.
You know, if we gotta die for it, so be it.
'Cause I mean, like I said, because what? None of us are immortal anyways, but if you're doing it for a righteous cause, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah.
It ain't like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like it ain't like easy military. You just died and just give your casket and you know this whatever, and don't even take care of your family. Just say, oh, you just just so flag them, shoot them up. That's it. Nothing. You don't get nothing. No remembrance after that.
No medical benefits.
Nothing. But it gives you. Well, first of all, you did lack. You got all everything you wanted. You know, and righteousness and all that stuff. And it's like, come on, man. You get a million times more than what he gives you. Yeah.
But in the ancient world, man, it was glorious to die for your nation. Let alone your power, you know. So hey, that's the way we gotta look at it. You know, it'll be a glorious death to die on the behalf of Yahweh Shah. You know. You say you had something?
Yeah. It's Matthew 24:13. It says, "Well, he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved."
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. You know, since you in this grace period, you might as well do all you can to build yourself up in endurance. Because in that time of Jacob's trouble, ain't no telling what can take you out. You know, and take the spirit away from you. You know, that's why you get rooted and you get grounded and you have a solid foundation. You start to build that up right now. So nothing can, no kind of wind can blow you off your pivot. You know. You got it.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, matter of fact, read up because there's a reason why he said that. Let's get start at verse 6 and read to and finish it up at 14. You already read 13, but finish it up at 14.
This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And it says, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. But that's the thing. That's why you building yourself up and getting that endurance. Because it spoke about those wars, rumors of war, all these things, the trouble that's to come. You know, and that's why you take that time out to build up into building yourself up with that endurance. You know, you got it. Verse 7, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, these times of Jacob trouble. You know, what you see now, you see earthquakes all over the place. You know, you see these things ramping up. You know, showing you that now it's high time to wake out of sleep. You know, start to get yourself right. You know, spiritually. You got it. Verse 8. All these things are the beginning of sorrows, and then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right. Hey, going back to that glorious death you should have, especially for your power. You know, you got it. Verse 9. Verse 10.
Yes, so the Lord said they're gonna kill you. He already told you what your destiny is. Yeah. That's the majority of prophets, man. You know, you're gonna have, because you got the multitude. The whole elect is the multitude. Within the multitude, you have the 144. That's the government body. So when you say the elect, it's everybody that's gonna get delivered. But within the elect is the 144. Now, those that are outside of the 144, they don't have to deal with as much as the 144 has to deal with. So majority of the 144 are going to be cast into prisons, put to death, because that's their lot. They're the prophets coming back, you know. But the women, the children that's going to be saved that make up the rest of the elect, and a lot of these men that's believers, helpers, they're going to have what you would call an easier role. But that's just as fair, you know. What's the saying? Too much is given, to whom much is given, much is required. We were given the wisdom to understand it, so we have the faith to go through these type of things that's going to be, you know, brought upon us in the last days. Why would you want, you know, the women to be the martyrs? Right. Because they're gonna be the elect ladies, the sisters that's gonna be delivered. They make up the elect. Then or weak brothers, because the scriptures speak about not every brother has the same amount of faith. You have weak brothers in the faith. Why would you want a weak brother in the faith to be a martyr? No, you've been standing out here bold. You go be the martyr for the Lord. You go do the hard stuff for the Lord. You out here on the line. Why would you want the weak brother to go through it? You know? But see, those are the type of men that the Lord is looking for. You know, the men that's going to put off their weak nature. And that's why Esau, like you said, he's effeminizing men now. That's why he wants everybody so fucking weak and just soft. This society is weak, man. You can't talk to nobody else. You can't say shit to nobody. These jobs, you can't tell nobody how you feel. You got to just put up with a woman yelling at you, manager, or just anybody talking you crazy. You just got to put up with it. You got a woman, and you decide to deal with it, you put up with her talking to you crazy. You can't knock her fucking teeth out. It breeds weak men. That's what the society has built. When you telling a man he can't do this, he can't do that, he says, oh, I can't do it, he becomes weak. That's why we detach ourselves from this world. And that's why it's really best to just not even deal with these motherfuckers. Because when you working on yourself, you become hard. Which the Lord wants you to become hard. Right? Like himself, all still man. When you detach yourself from women in the world, from these niggas in the world, even the Lord, it's in Sirach, tell you don't be hanging with these niggas. Say, travel not with a bold fellow, right? Because his folly will lead to your destruction. When you go into that word bold, it's these niggas that's always, always trying to get into something. All right?
that's you gotta have the wisdom. No, I shouldn't be hanging with this nigga because this nigga can cause me to get some book. That's in Sirach. That's the wisdom. It's giving you the wisdom. When you detach yourself from this world, you become like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I don't give a fuck about these people. And that's how the Lord wants you to be, because if you start caring, when that time comes, you ain't gonna be able to withstand what comes on the earth. Because you still have cares of these people in the world. The more you detach yourself, the better off you are. Now it's a lonely road, it's hard, right? But you a man, right?
That's true though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody said, like I said, being alone is not easy. Yeah, it is for people to see nothing.
And that's why you have niggas that look for a woman to validate their manhood.
Yeah, kind of.
Because of course nobody likes being alone.
Yeah, kind of.
But you're looking for, you're looking for a woman to validate you being a man. That's really what men are doing now.
Yeah.
I need a woman I need pussy to know that I'm a man.
Nah, like I said, just back you up. You know what I mean? Like I said, why do you think like people like Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels, the Manosphere, the Red Pill, that's all they talk about, you know? Look at the basketball real quick. Because what, they feel like, I need to, like you said, you couldn't validate this. But no, that's not true, man. This word right here. You know, like I said, being a man, improving yourself, doing things that you need to do, like I said, to make you, like I said, to make yourself happy, man. Ultimately through the scriptures, man.
Well, even Andrew Tate got on them. Because before he became a big thing talking about women, he was working on himself as a man. This dude was fighting. He wasn't caring about this shit. He got himself to that point where now the women want to run to him but he worked on himself as a man first, and that's on a carnal level. We're in the truth. So we need to be working on ourselves. The Lord will give you the women. The Lord will give you food and clothes, everything that you need to survive. But you, as a man, you gotta be comfortable in your loneliness and say, this is beautiful. I'm working on myself. And then it's just like when you're training. I'm gonna let you get your precept, bro. But it's just like when you're working out. Nobody likes to work out. So a nigga say, oh, it's the New Year's. I'm starting a new me. And they go to the gym for a week and they sore. But they don't want to go through the pain. They don't want to go through the boring diet, like eating the same. See, that's a big reason why people cut working out, because the diet is bland. You got to eat the same foods every day. But the person that stays with it for 6 months to a year, you see that motherfucker the next year, his shoulders up here, right? But he took the time to say, I ain't about to be distracted by women. I ain't about to be distracted by all this bullshit y'all got out here in the world. I'm logged in the gym. I'm eating this boring food every fucking day. Meal prep. They call it meal prep. They literally eat the same food every fucking day. It's boring, but it's leading towards something. Now the truth, a lot of guys look at what we do as boring.
We just doing videos every day. We go up to camp every week. Boring.
So they try to spice it up. But it's supposed to be like that. We're supposed to be like broken records. John the Baptist was in the wilderness saying the same thing over and over. The Lord coming, the Lord coming. You don't change the truth. The truth is what it is. So it's going to be redundant. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to bring out the same scriptures. You're going to bring out the same lessons. But you don't then say, I'm about to this shit. I gotta, spice it up. And what ends up happening? They use that to detach themselves from the body and start bringing out new breakdowns.
Right.
Because really what has happened is they've lost the oil. They've lost the faith. They can't endure no more. They got weak. We realize that it's repetitious, but we love it. Because consistency in anything builds what? Growth. And you perfect your craft. It's boring going to the gym, doing the same drills every damn day. But when it's game time and you balling on everybody else, it matters. Right? We ain't saying this is a party. This ain't no party. You ain't supposed to be no game. Right? And just like we was in the chat a couple weeks ago, we was going into a jest. The scripture say, be not a jester, right? A guy that jokes on the goddamn time, right? Because this ain't a game. This is a serious thing. But we come out here in diligence and repetitiously, because we're building consistency. We're building a pattern that's going to lead to something. That's going to lead to fruit that we can actually uphold. So, brother, go ahead and get your precept. I know you've been holding it.
It's what you brought out, but I just wanted to bring it up for edification in its entirety. This is Sirach 8:15. It says, travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will...
grievous. Right? A headache. Damn, every time I ride this nigga, I get into something.
Yeah, some shit.
You go out with this nigga, he get into it with somebody. Now you gotta have his back. If you don't have his back, then he look at you as an op.
Yeah.
Now you done got your ass beat. Cause you know damn well it's probably a big ass nigga or it could be a gang of niggas. And you done got your ass beat and jumped because you ran with this nigga. But really you ain't got no business keeping company with a guy like that. You supposed to be keeping company with guys that are rehearsing the righteous acts, that are bearing the fruits of the spirit. That way you ain't grieving. Because we got enough shit to be grieved about.
Yeah, you're right.
Why the fuck would I got enough shit on Word? Why the fuck would I want to get a friend that grieves me? Just because, and then you know what Jake does that shit? Because they like to have guys, really they use their friends like bodyguards. When they go out, they like, we deep. Going back to that alone shit. My friends validate me being a man. Yeah. But they don't like that feeling of walking by themselves and seeing other people. Damn, I feel awful. But a real man is like, hey, I go where I need to go. I handle what I need to handle. I don't need to be with an entourage of people. They don't validate my worth. In the world, see, you have that mindset that friends validate your work, entourages validate your work. You used to pick on the guys that sit by themselves at the lunch table. Everyone ain't got no friends. That nigga was better off than you. That nigga owns a company now. He was on his mission while y'all was busy trying to show off to each other. Vanity. Yeah, we got the shoes, we got the nice sneaks. Look at us. Yeah, we the cool crew. Vain shit. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was going to add on to what you said. Also, society teaches these, especially our kind, what tough is and how to be. So, like the brother's bringing out, and we all know the people that want people around them so they can get into mission. Because what are they seeing on TV? What are they seeing in hip hop right now? What are they seeing in the movies? Or what gets the woman? The thug nigga that sells the crack, the pounds, gets revered as the Most High. Essentially, people really look at these people as gods, but they don't realize that this ain't nothing. But that's not reality. That's a perception that has trickled down to our people. And it never plays out. When does the bad guy actually ride off in the sunset? Really, like for real. Really? Or is reality, he get his brains blown out on the curb and the police don't even cover his body so he can be a memorial to the rest of you. Or he does a 100-year, I think I'm Big Meech. Where's Big Meech right now? Yeah, he don't get out there for another 6 years. He'll be damn near 60 by the time he get out. Continuing on though. I'll start again at 15. Travel not by the way of a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will.
Yeah, he gonna do what he wanna do. Don't let that nigga get drunk or high. There ain't no controlling that world, nigga. There has no restraints. Oh, let's go holler at these bitches. She got a man, bro. I don't give a fuck.
That's a red flag right there. We said that.
Stop blocking, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's weak shit. I'm not gonna get them. I'm go holler. And see, and then finds out her boyfriend is fucking
strapped up.
7 foot, 400. Got the Glock on him.
Just got out of jail.
Yeah.
Like,
Ready to go back.
Yeah. He possessive.
Yeah. Ain't no way talking out of it either. So it's either you already know what's gonna happen, man. You already know what's gonna happen. Ain't no talking like, damn, I didn't know. Like, nah, you don't wanna hear that. Like niggas don't deal civilized.
Or it could just be a situation where you're out with these guys and they don't have the qualities we have, like humility and patience. So somebody could do something to them that they don't like, and they immediately just lash out, which leads into a situation where if you were around a brother will be like, all right, and then the night goes on.
Exactly.
But majority of altercations happen why? Because these people are prideful, they're bold, all of them, the fat ones, the obese ones, the healthy ones, the unhealthy ones, women, men, children, all of them are prideful. We can't tell nobody shit. Everybody thinks they shit don't stink. Everybody think, nigga, you do something to me, I'm gonna do something to you. Then as soon as something happens, oh shit, help me, pray for me.
Colin, if I may, a lot of it has to do with the conversation as well. You know what I'm saying? Because if your conversation is off, then that's what you're gonna attract. You know what I'm saying? Because I be at the plantation and, you know, I work around a whole bunch of people, you know, like who want stuff fixed, this, that, or the other. And I have to constantly supplant each person I converse with. Because I can't let them know my true intent. And my true intent is I don't want to fucking be around you. But I can't have that around you. You know what I'm saying?
It's like in a way you become a master at supplanting, really. You know, because you know, especially if you work a job where you have to talk to people, you become a master at it. You know, at first it may become grievous. I remember when I first came into the truth and I was working customer service, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I'm like, ain't no way I can work and be in the truth. Because I didn't know how to, you know, I didn't know how to balance it. When I came, I was so hot. I was like, motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to. You go to work and you're like, you don't know how to. But as time goes, you're like, damn, I gotta learn. I gotta acquire that skill of conversing with these people. It was easy in the world. Now it ain't easy in the truth, but I have to adapt that skill. And then as time goes on, you adapt it. You become like the brother said, you start supplanting. And it becomes second nature. Just you shoot the shit with it. You shoot the shit with it. But you can't allow yourself to, because that shit, if you shoot the shit too much, that shit can affect you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, it's a balance with that. Some of that shit you gotta cut short.
I had a conversation.
Real quick, the scripture say, "Be not unevenly yoked with unbelievers." Yeah,
let's go about finish that one.
Reads, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his fathers.
See, you're gonna die right along with it. And there's so many examples. You can open your smartphone up, go on any goddamn social media, and they're gonna have a video of a nigga getting his brains blown out, beat up, at the account of another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman. That applies to women too. A bold fucking woman to get your ass tore up too. Get your ass in a situation.
Yeah, you don't know how to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Or you can end up fighting her. And she call the cops on you or call somebody on you. You know? That's why it's better to just not even deal with it. If a woman, if you got to fight to be with a woman, especially those in the truth, just let that shit go because it ain't gonna work. It's only you have something to lose. She don't.
Yeah.
She's already through.
Yeah.
You know, it's you that's gonna get locked up, and then the Lord gonna leave you there like you had the wisdom to know what to do. Like, Lord, you want me to send an angel to open the break the law? I gave you the wisdom to not even be in there.
Yeah, right. You should have walked away. The Lord always gives you a way to escape.
That's how the Lord works. Jake thinks the Lord just works miracles just to know. The miracle is the wisdom he gives you.
That's it.
Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. He already gave you the way to stay out of situations. When you get in them, now you want to pray. Nah, you should have listened when he told you not to even be doing that shit. Now he gonna decide, well, do I want to help you? How long should I leave you in that situation? Since you want to be an unwise son. He may leave you in that fucked up situation for a while because you decided not to use wisdom. By the time Jake is like, well, damn, why the fuck I'm going to this? Have you been applying the wisdom the Lord gave you? You're like, nah, I haven't. I did. Sit in that situation until the Lord, till Father say, okay, I'm gonna pull you out of it.
The crazy thing is when you realize that you haven't followed the wisdom he's given you, and you're sitting there and you're thinking about it, then it's like, I should have not done that. Then the scriptures come to mind.
It's just like us being in slavery.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here now, and now we're screaming for the Lord to help us, deliver us. But wait a minute, if you would have listened to the law, statutes, and commandments, you would have never been here.
Yeah.
So the Lord is like, no, sit your ass there until I feel like I want to pull you up out of it. That's how the Lord works. Right? Even with the miracles, you look at the wilderness. We're hungry. We're thirsty. The Lord didn't give it to them right away. Right? They had to do certain things. They had to show certain characteristics for the Lord to work on their behalf. That's how the Lord does miracles. He ain't going to just give you a miracle just because you ask for it.
The Lord always wants something in return. Same thing like Peter. He said, if you want something, you gotta give me something in return. Of course, the Lord does it in the righteous way. He does it in the left side. You know?
He's all father. It's just like any type of father, bro. If he's a wise father, you're not just going to. If you told your son not to do something and he does it and he gets in trouble for it, you shouldn't just bail him out. That's not how he learns not to do it anymore.
That's what he does.
You leave him there. You leave him there. You know what I'm saying? So expect like if he got locked up. Pops, what did I tell you?
Oh, he's marinated.
And he got that one call. He got that one call.
Yeah.
You know what you do? I know I told him click.
Exactly.
Now him as a man, now he gotta be a man and figure out how do I get out of this. Now is he gonna do it the nigga way? Or is he gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be a wise man, I'm gonna sit here and deal with it like a man?
Yeah.
And that's what a good father does. That's what a righteous father does. And that's what Yahweh does with us. Sit your ass there, be a man. Don't go the nigga way, because the nigga way is the easy way.
Yeah, right, especially in jail.
Yeah, you can do the nigga shit while you're in captivity, but I want you to do it the right way. But I'm gonna leave you there, because I told you what was gonna happen. That's how the Lord works. Go ahead, Zario.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?"
So that's a cut to any guy that says we supposed to be friends with IUIC. He's a goddamn liar. All right. The word unity means agreement when you go into it. Right, when you go into the etymology of unity, it means agreement. If we don't agree on the doctrine, how the fuck are we in unity?
Amos 3 and 3.
That's it. That's it.
Even it says, I think in 1 John, it says roughly first, it says, if any unto you receive not the doctrine, receive him not in your house.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it makes no sense. How can you come in as a unison, but you have two different, like I said, because me personally, like I said, I want to see them break down the stuff that these camps don't agree on, man, and then see what happens, man, see how much unity you got. You know? And plus, we know that unity thing don't even last that long anyway. It's just temporary. I think it's just for vanity and show, man.
It even makes me mad, Nutty. It even makes me mad being around anybody that doesn't believe that it's true. I mean, it actually vexes me to the point where I just don't want to be around it.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, a lot of times, you know, like what the brothers bring out, you know, we got to be around shit that we just don't want to be around. Use the word, but don't abuse it. But those who have lost faith have actually lost, you know? You know, and we don't want to be in that lost position at all. You know? That's why, you know, it's important, you know, to do the work. Do your videos, come out here, commune, you know, and get the information that you could possibly get. Because trust me, bro, those brothers down south, man, they're going off on a level that is ridiculous. You know, and you can see it just being drained out of them. And you don't want that. At all.
If I can add, you know, going into, you know, the fellowship with the unbelievers, man, how the way we carry it and conduct ourselves as men of the Lord, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, don't do that, man. So when shit hit the fan, all right, you're gonna be tempted, man. You're gonna be seeing, you know, people eating people. You're gonna see swine's flesh and all that stuff, and that's when that integrity will have to kick in, man. And if they don't have the true, you know what I'm saying, mannerism and the fear of the Lord, man, you can't trust them, man, because they're gonna, you know, sidestep you for food, turn you in, or very well, like, you know, kill you and eat you, man. You know? So that's why it's very important and vital for us to be around like-minded brothers, man. All right, because that's gonna, you know, help us in that day, man.
Yeah, when you look at those shows like The Last of Us, niggas ain't friendly. All that friend shit go out the window. Niggas is like, who the fuck is you?
It's on survival mode.
They ready to blow your fucking brains out as soon as they see the gay episode, which is bullshit. But in the beginning, he was on some.
Yeah, he was ready. Yeah.
The nigga was in the pit.
Yeah.
Help me. He said,
Ready to
nigga,
shoot him, yeah.
I'm about to kill you in this pit. Because he got stuck. Like, help me, man. I kill you there and leave there. But then he was like, but that's the mentality that people are gonna have. All that fake love shit gonna go out the window.
Yeah, because you remember the first episode when and these brothers don't tell me nothing. I only seen the second episode, but first and second. But in the first one, you know, his daughter got killed.
Yeah.
Remember in the second episode, he had the little girl with him, and the dude acted like he was about to pop the little girl. So he went back into the past. He thought of his daughter, so he made himself harder. Man, fuck that, and he attacked dude. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be the mindset. They ain't gonna be no, I'm gonna let you slide. Nah, man, I'm hopping on your ass, yo. I'm not giving you an itch, yo. You know what I mean?
See, that's another thing about these movies, you know, they actually prime your mind, you know, like on some old bullshit, you know? Because here it is, you know, like when shit really hits the fan, are you really gonna go back and go and get your seed? I mean, really, are you really gonna go back?
Well, the average Jake is going to.
Right, right. But I'm talking about us in the truth.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna go back and say, you know, that's my wife back there in Ohio and you're in Colorado?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be that way.
Better pray. Better
Yeah,
put
right.
some prayers up.
That's why it's important, you know, to get your mindset to lose it all,
Yeah.
to have nothing, depend on nothing except the Lord. You know, like what the body was bringing out. I mean, you really have to cut yourself off mentally.
That's why we say Lord's will, because like I said, saying it and then different, two different things. Just like I said, when you have faith and you be in a situation where you may not make it, or you know, stuff like that, and you pray, and sometimes you can pray, the Lord may not maybe deliver you out of that situation right then and there. You know, that's when your faith and integrity and your wisdom are coming in.
Well, the brother was bringing out. That's why we rehearse the righteous acts, right? To prepare ourselves for these certain times, right?
Yeah.
That's why we have to be a little harder to our women now, a little harder to our children. Like the brother said, and you know, yeah, we all got people in the world, but we got to start distancing ourselves from them, little by little, little by little. You know? That's why it's enduring to the end, like the brother brought out, man. You know, it's a constant fight. We got to every day try to work. Be a little better every single day. You know?
The scriptures tell us, you know, that we're being tried and refined, you know. And so when you try and refine, you know, precious metals, it knocks off those inferiors, you know. And these people of the world can be inferiors to our spiritual growth, you know.
No, I'm sorry. I was just thinking for, you know, because there's brothers out here with kids, and you love your kids.
Exactly.
But like,
you love your kids, you love your women, you know, who are in order.
Yeah.
You know?
And
but if you got a fucking demon.
But if you catch yourself thinking about saving, you know, think about your children more than your how about Shem Shad. Well, we have examples. You could go to the book of Job. You know what I mean? And that book right there is going to tell you, hey man, if you really are fighting for the Lord got you. Whatever happened to your family, you might get tenfold better. You know what I mean?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, he told them that because you know, the men that left, they left their families and followed them during that time. Like they literally left. Like they wasn't like how we do. You know, come camp on Saturday, because they wasn't in captivity like how we are. And, you know, they didn't lose their heritage like we lost it. And this time they actually knew that they were Judeans and they left their jobs, being fishermen, and left their wives and children. Really left them. It's just the scripture said Yahushua didn't have a place to lay his head. They were just journeying and going. Can you imagine that scene? You know, they telling their family, I'm out. You know, the woman lost her fucking mind. Children lost her fucking mind. Lost their mind. But you can't be emotional with stuff like that, because we know that whatever the Lord does or puts us through, it's for the betterment. We may not understand it. Even when you look at Ishmael being sent off, that's a hard. He's the first nigga to be raised by a single mom. Look at that. He's the first nigga in history to have a single parent household. He was sent away, him and his mom. A woman by herself with herself was sent off. The Lord took him. That's a hard thing. That's, you know what I'm saying?
That was Abraham's first time.
Yeah, that's a hard. That's his blood. That's actually his seed. That ain't like his stepson. Like niggas be playing by their stepson. This is actual seed.
Yeah.
That's his. Talk like him, look like him, walk like him. Ishmael be getting down. They be having a little. You know what I'm saying? They come from Abraham, man. But Lord sent them off with Hagar, sent them away. That wasn't something light. So we deal with a power that, bro, he don't deal with the emotions that we deal with. He's not bound by time. We be at a red light. Damn, when this shit gonna turn green? Because we in the flesh, like we fucking impatient. We in the flesh. We in the flesh. No, but that's us. That's us. The Lord, he's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, just like with
His ways
the character from the movie we seen last Cain. Now, when you go into that character, there's different versions of him. The one we saw was a more evil version.
Okay.
In Loki, the series, there's a version before him. He's called what's his name? Basically, he just says, basically, he's like, I'm just here. I'm everything. So he's supposed to be like the Most High. He's like, I'm not bound by time. I'm just here. I'm not restricted. That's the Most High, right? He don't think like how we think. He not. He just does what his will is. That's what's gonna happen. So we have to be like, okay, whatever the Lord is allowing to happen, we know it's for perfection. We know it's for righteousness. We know it's gonna bring a better world than what's happening right now. We may not understand it. Like, damn, you want me to leave family? Damn, you want me to push them off? Damn, you want me to do this? You want me to go here? You can't question yourself to do it. Abraham had to leave his whole family. He wouldn't have became the father of nations to be blessed if he didn't leave everything behind. I'm sure he was like, you gotta go. Moses leading us out of Egypt. You in the wilderness. Even Moses probably like, 40 years?
Hey, remember the time like I said?
Wandering. Now, when you look at that area that's over there in Saudi Arabia, because that's where the wilderness was, or that area there, they literally was in a circle, bro, in the big ass desert, walking all those years. 40 years, man. Now you know me. Lord, what you doing to us, bro? You can't question that. You can't question it. You just gotta know that whatever's happening, it's for the betterment of the earth. It's ultimately it's fulfilling the Lord's story that He wrote. Because we read about these things and they teach us and we learn from them. You know, so everything happens for a reason. And we in the moment we may not like it, but we know it's a reason for it. And it's not meant for us to question our maker. Why am I thus? Just fucking do it. Go ahead.
I have a quick one. What you going into? This is Isaiah 55:8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord." Verse 9, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts."
See, there you go. So you can't really put yourself in a mind frame of trying to figure out why the Lord is doing this. Sometimes you may understand, you may grasp it later, like, okay, I see why the Lord put me to that. A lot of times you may not understand it. It ain't for you to understand, it's for you to do it and go through it. You know? You ask yourself, why are we still here? Why are we still here? There's some reason for it. If it wasn't a reason for it, we wouldn't be here right now. Right? Because the Lord can take the Lord, if the Lord wanted to, He could just beam us up. It's the Most High. He do what He wants. Why are we still here? It's a reason for it. Right? Let everything play out to its perfection, its perfect will. You know? Even Yahweh Shai had to tell Peter, don't mess up prophecy. You know? Well, I could just kill this nigga right now. Well, I ain't gotta let him take you. No, let him take you. And when his moment came, he said, Lord, if it be thy will, but to take this cup away from me. But if it be your will that I'm gonna go do it. Just be on question. Why I got He wasn't like, wow, I gotta go through it. He wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He just asked it. He got a little weak in the flesh, which is normal. Asked, Lord, if it be thy will, take this cup away. But if not, he ready to go through it. But he ain't saying, why we got to be here? Why we got to do this? Why we got to do that? He understood what needed to be done. And he did it. You know?
He wasn't asking the questions. Esdras was.
No, Esdras was married. Esdras was married. You know, Esdras is just like us, bro. He on a higher level than us, but he just like us. He a man in the, you know, the only perfect man was Yahweh Shai. So only you gonna read about guys like Nehemiah pulling out Jake Man. Yeah, I'm tired of shit. We get that. Y'all niggas can't even speak Hebrew, but y'all speaking this heathen shit. Nehemiah went crazy. He started beating their ass.
Right. When they hear
This your kid?
Nehemiah went crazy. You know, so it's us. It's us. You know, if we those men, it's just us in our past incarnations in the flesh. Same how we do now. We get mad.
There's no thing out of the side.
Yeah. But now we're in our fulfillment though. So things that we read about in the scriptures, you know, we're even surpassing those men because those men weren't in the time that we're in now. Now everything's being fulfilled. We have all the scrolls together compiled. You know, I just didn't understand that he had to be right here, right now. Now he knows, perfectly. Like he was like, "You should save me in those days," but he has the full understanding. Like, okay, why I gotta go? Ezra is back right now. and he has more understanding than when he was asking those questions. He's breaking that down perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Back in Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 6, and verse 14, it says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, but what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness?" Verse 15, "And what concord have Hamashiach with Belial, or what part have he that believeth with an infidel?"
Yeah, so you try to force relationships with people that's wicked, and it's not gonna work. If you find yourself constantly trying to, it's like if you got a puzzle, you're working on a puzzle. I used to do puzzles when I was a kid, big ass puzzles. You got a puzzle piece, but this puzzle piece goes to a whole different puzzle.
Yeah.
So you trying to force it in there.
Yeah.
It's like you unequally yoked. If you find yourself constantly having problems with this person, and you know that they're outside of the truth, it's like you're forcing a relationship.
You know?
Why? You're breathing yourself at that point.
Yep.
You know?
Knowing y'all can't get along. Knowing in the long run, y'all not in agreement.
And in the long run, they're gonna get a fucking missile.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, the Lord don't give a fuck about how we feel.
Nope.
If He said somebody gonna die according to His word, they gonna die.
Yep.
If you know this person, you know they're not doing that, not even an inkling of what the Lord told them, or the Lord can kill their ass. And He don't give a damn about you or what you think. You doing the work that maybe you might be saved. But don't think you gonna be stepping in the Lord's program telling him who's gonna be saved. He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn just because you got a connection with you.
Yeah.
That's what meant the Lord kills babies and women every day.
And respect the person.
Yeah.
Bro, Noah had friends, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Noah lived over hundreds of years, bro. He had people he was
He was tight with
way tighter than anybody you tight with. You know what happened to them? They drowned.
That's why the Lord shut the doors and not Noah, because like I said, Noah would have let him in. We know that.
Imagine you was friends with somebody for 300
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What type of memories and relationships you got with that individual? And then you know that he going down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why Noah had to drink, and I don't blame him. He had to drink,
Yeah,
man. He had to drink hard.
He lost a lot of people he knew.
Yeah.
Was just like he was
even
just
with that though, I mean, you know, like I said, the flood and all that stuff, you know, all that the Lord did.
Just knowing, yeah.
The rest of his family.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So that's how the Lord deals.
Yeah.
That's how the Lord deals. You can't be attached to these people in the world because the Lord don't, like the brother just brought it out. The Lord, his thoughts are not our thoughts. You know, he does not respect their persons. He don't deal with emotions. You may like somebody. He may hate them. Right? Yahweh wasn't too fond of Peter. But the Most High loved Peter. Right? Because that's King David. Yahweh loved John. That was his main ace. Even when he comes back, that's his main ace. But to the Most High Yahweh, John under Peter. And that's his first begotten Yahushua. Yahushua can go like, come on, yo, make John the rock of the church.
Yeah, the rock, yeah.
I don't really fuck with people like that. He cool, but you know what I'm saying? He too hasty in the spirit.
Yeah,
So he got a little anger problem.
yeah.
This dude ear back on.
it's like,
Make John the second in command under me, Father. You can't do that because Yahweh won't Peter. Right?
Yeah.
Now, did Yahweh say, no, Yahweh said, Peter, go feed the sheep.
That's it.
Because Yahweh understood. Yahweh understood he's second in command.
Yeah.
You love me, Peter? Go feed the sheep. Go do what you're supposed to do. Y'all not going to be with me. But he understood, no, you the second in command. You the walk of the church. So it's more on your table than it is on John. Don't worry about why John's sitting here chilling with me. Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense why he did that.
Yeah.
You still have more Zara?
Yeah, I was done with that.
Yeah,
Did
kinda.
you finish that up? Who were we at? We was at Matthew. We was at Matthew 24. Did you finish it up?
We got to finish that all here.
Yeah, come.
I had something going into what y'all bros was going into.
Can you bring it out now?
This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry
Yeah, mark.
for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, a mark of exemption. You know, these are the men that are rehearsing the righteous acts, doing all they can to do to find favor in the eyes of Yahweh Yahushua. You know, you got it out.
It says, verse 5, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, you got it.
but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient man which were before the house. So that was basically, backing up the brother how he's saying there's no respect of person. The Lord wants who he wants, man. All right, and he's going to kill whoever he feels he pleases wants to kill, man.
I just want to say this. That's why the Lord said, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Not your own, your mother-in-law, your father.
Right.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, like what the Bible was bringing out as far as Moses having friends and stuff like that.
Right.
Moses knew a lot of people were going to die. But he had to do what the Lord told him to do in order, to save his house. So,
Yeah, he was working on his own salvation. He was the one sitting there building up that ark, because he believed he believed that the Lord was going to hold on to his promise, Hey, so he did all that he could do, to stand in that day, as we are as well, You had something like that?
Sean found the scripture because it goes into what the brother was saying, because you're supposed to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't be trying to force it on your woman or your kids.
Yeah,
Because the scriptures say, I was trying to find it real quick, that if you do the work, your house will be covered.
Oh yeah, I think that's the X. I think.
So by you doing what you're supposed to do, the Heavenly Father might find favor and protect your family. So make sure you work on your salvation. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it.
Yeah, the scripture says if you got a wife that's pleased to dwell with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that you're pleased to dwell with.
Leaving wife.
Then she might be saved because the scripture says the women shall be saved through childbirth.
Okay.
So brothers that they got families and that's together. Yeah, the Lord may have favor for them.
Yeah, it's all in the Lord's hand, Hey, especially if you ain't one of those hard men where you got a family, you just it's in the Lord's hand. But if you got a sentimental value, where you pray to the Lord, maybe He'll have mercy on their behalf for you,
But it has to be a woman that's actually with you, that's been with you, that knows what you do. It's not bothering you. It can't be some fucking Keisha or fucking Bumble that's in the world that's gonna forsake you when the Kawama come on. No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a woman that's gonna be with you throughout all everything that's about to happen.
Yeah, this is Acts 16:31. It says, and they said, believe on the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy house.
Especially brothers, that have kids, that should be like more motivation, to go harder.
Oh, God. If I mean, kids meaning, and the brothers can correct me if I'm wrong, kids meaning those who are too young,
not of age of understanding.
Yeah, right,
because you're a man at 12, so 12, 13, really 12. But when it's talking about family, it's talking about those that they know what you like. We have brothers that have families. Their families know what they do. Their families accepted it for years. They even taught their children the truth. You know what I'm saying? They believe. They're believing, and they're just letting their pops handle what he needs to handle. That's a believing household, right? Now the woman may not fully be persuaded in her mind, but she don't need to because she's not bothering his work. That's right. That's a family. That's a household that could be saved. But if it's a fucking rebellious, the kids are rebellious, the wife is that, they say they grieving. That's right. You gotta be pleased as well. Go ahead, bro.
I think that's some.
You was finished on that, Lagomar?
Yeah, I just wanted to know that.
You had something after that?
Yeah, because it says, right to paraphrase, it isn't Romans, but Lord will never find it, but I find it later, but it says basically about like, for example, because you know the question that I was saying, well, what if my husband doesn't believe, but of course it says, but if a wife believes in the truth, her husband can't be saved.
Yeah, believing woman can sanctify.
Yeah,
It goes, a
sanctify.
believing woman can
Yeah, I'm a
sanctify a
fine-
husband. Because you have these women that think they can leave their husband because he's not in the truth. That's wicked. You have to just your belief has to be so strong that the Lord may have that man not take the commandment at the end. You know what I'm saying? Just off your belief. Or you might just have to wait till he die in Jacob's trouble. Right? Because that can happen too. You might have an unbelieving husband and he runs into judgment during Jacob's trouble. Then the Lord gives you a way now to get a brother. Either way, you can't just leave the situation. You just gotta stay in belief.
We were talking about that last week. It's an order to this thing.
You can't make your way. You gotta let the Lord make things up.
Yeah, trying to make your walk a little lighter, you know. Hey, trying to get rid of a husband, you know, that you're betrothed to, you know. Hey, just because he's not a pleasing your flesh, you know. Hey, you might be a part of that woman's walk to go through that with that man, you know.
And you can't be rebellious in that man.
Exactly. You still gotta be
You still gotta give him sex. You still gotta cook and clean for him. If a real believing woman that has an unbelieving husband, she's gonna do what a woman's supposed to do for her husband because she believes. So she's gonna, regardless if her husband believes or not, she's still gonna be what she knows a woman's supposed to be. So she's gonna rehearse her righteous acts, even to an unbelieving husband. If she doesn't, then she don't truly believe. Because now she's saying, well, I'm only gonna do it for a brother that's in it. You don't believe, you ain't a real woman. You know, so the Lord is very strict in how he deals with things. You know? And a lot of women, you know, they ain't willing to do that. But the elect, like I always say, the elect ladies, we ain't seen them. Right? Like, oh, y'all woman said this. It was a chick, she on the dating site, I think it was Bumble. She got the Yahweh shirt. And she got a business, which is cool, You know what I'm saying? You wanna take her out on a date, take her out. Whatever, that's your business. But the elect ladies, we're not gonna see them, all right? You're not going to see them until the Lord unveils them in due time. Why? Because the elect lady is doing what Titus tells you to do. They're keepers at home. They're quiet. All right? You don't hear them. You don't see them until it's time for them to be revealed. So you stop thinking the elect lady is all on on your comment board. It's in your DMs. Right? That ain't the elect lady, man. Now you may have sincere sisters amongst those guys, but majority of the elect lady that be delivered, you ain't seen them right now.
God, I got it right.
Can you imagine if the Lord gave us Sarahs? They came up as Lord. Hey, my Lord.
Yeah, you know.
Smell good, look good. Being a complete woman. Come on, man. You'll be too busy lifting, being with her.
You be at home. You be at camp.
She washing your drawers. In her thong when you get home.
Yeah.
Hey, my Lord. Come on, man. Take a bug out.
Give all his strength to his woman.
God, can you imagine?
You supposed to be at camp. You doing a call. Right? I'm being make it.
She telling you, oh, I work with this one chick. I think I can get her. I think I can get her to, be part of us. I'm gonna talk to the Lord. I'm gonna talk to her. You in the crib like, You think you made it?
The lady and upper, you know what? I'm gonna lay this. You know they can't have. I'm gonna some eye on this side. The lady, the lady and upper. But I found it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse. I'm starting from verse 6. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment, for I would that all men
what
were.
scripture you reading?
1 Corinthians 7 and.
See, now that's why they try to say that Paul wasn't speaking the law, right? Because everything Paul said wasn't written in the oral or written in the written law, right? Everything that he said wasn't written on the tablets, right? But that doesn't mean it didn't come from Yahweh, man.
Yeah.
You know, the whole law is spiritual anyway. We had the law. Actually, we had the law even before it was written on the what stone was they written on? It's a precious stone that the commandments was written on. It tells you what stone it was written on. I forgot the scripture. What was it, jasper? I think it was jasper. Huh? It's either emerald or jasper. The commandments were written on. But even before then, we had the oral law. All right, it was an oral law. Because how did Adam and Eve know that they was going on? All right, how did the sons of God fall? Which brought on the flood, right? Obviously, they were breaking something. They were breaking the oral law before the law was written on those tablets, right? So just because Paul is saying something that wasn't written on the tablets or written in the written law doesn't mean it's not something you don't uphold. So read it from the top again.
This is 1 Corinthians 7:6. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. For I wot that all men were even as I myself, but every man have his proper gift of the Most High, one after this manner and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if I cannot contain, let them marry.
Yeah, so he's telling. Well, and that's a good point because he can't tell you. Read it again.
And it says, I say therefore to the unmarried widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain.
Yeah, because Paul wasn't dealing with women. So he told the women that didn't have men, he said, look, I want y'all to be like me. Don't be in a relationship. Just believe and let's wait until our time. But he said, look, this ain't a commandment though. Because he can't tell you like it's wrong. You got it. Because they unmarried. So they can get a man, but he giving them wisdom though. He let them know, hey, Shawty, it's gonna be better for you to, be alone if you can endure it. Same thing he said to the men. He's like, look, I want y'all to be like me. I don't need one. I'm chilling. And I know women gonna just be distracted to y'all, but I know y'all burning, so if you need it, go marry. Right?
Like you said before, as I read, it said, what? It's not a commandment.
Yeah. It's wise counsel.
And it says, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. So you know what a burn is.
Yeah,
because when you burn, it leads you to do
wild shit. You might commit adultery, So instead of burning or committing adultery in your mind, so on and so forth, it's best to just go ahead and marry.
Find somebody. And it says, and to the married, I command yet, not I, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband. But
I'm sorry, they were sapphire. They were written on sapphire. It's in Exodus chapter 24. It's on sapphire. The sapphire is like a certain blue. It's like a royal blue. So when they show in that movie that the commandments were written on rock, nah, nigga. We saw you just like rock, nigga. We flat. Lord always dealt with precious stones. Even the Levitical priests, their garments have literally precious stones.
Exodus what?
24.
And 10 the Urim, the third.
Those garments was decked out, bro. Little precious stones to represent each tribe. That's bad. And so the commandments were written on, which lets you know when we came out of Egypt, we were balling. We were balling, bro.
We have much substance.
That's it.
We were balling. That's why they thought. That's why they was balling.
Yeah, exactly.
Going back to verse 10, and to the married, I command yet, not I, but Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband. And if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. And let not the husband put away his husband.
Even the Lord will tell you, like, look, okay, if you really want to get a man, go back to your husband. Because it goes back to the law. Because your husband is still alive. So really, you're not even supposed to be dealing with another man. You're supposed to deal with your one and only man that penetrated you. So these women here are, in the Lord's eyes, they are so filthy. Walking filth. Because when you get it, when a woman gets with another man and her first is still walking this earth, you just committed a sin to the Lord. Now when you do it again,
sinful. And
You start to understand why these bitches got that.
That's why going back to the law about what happened, you depart, from your husband, that quote bill of divorce. You go to the husband, but then if you go back to, if your husband take you back, that's what abomination. But
That's why it
you know the
wasn't-
difference.
That's why the
though,
Lord told you don't just,
Yeah,
and that's why
Right.
it's lawful reasons to put your woman away because
Yeah,
scripture say make not harlots of the daughters of the rule.
Yeah.
You
And-
went to it's just like it's a covenant, it's a contract. It's duties to uphold. Why would you go out your way to pay the father's dowry to get this woman to give you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now if she doesn't please you, you can do that, but now, hey, this woman, she's stuck.
Yeah.
You don't put her in a predicament because now she gonna be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm about to be a fucking which is what you see in today's society. I'm gonna be a harlot because I'm not about to go without some dick. That's how they mindset. I ain't about to go without.
And like he said before, the president, like stuff like that, that's like a rare occurrence. It ain't common.
Yeah, it wasn't common. But even David did that. David said, look, bitch, you laughed at me for dancing in my power. You ain't gonna get no children. And she had to stay under his household. Now people didn't date something like that's fucked up. Throw him in jail with R. Kelly. That's what they'll say to King David for doing that to that woman.
Yeah.
That's mental abuse. But she should have known her place.
Yep.
And it was an honor for a woman to bear children.
He took that away from her. Because you know how women is. David looked at it. For one, David was more manly than any of us walking this earth with David. And he was dancing for his power. That's an intimate moment. And his flaps
came out. It didn't want like him on purpose.
But he wasn't dancing, doing no fucking goofy shit like. What's that? Some of that dumb shit they doing. He was literally like praising his Lord like with joy, and he was.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He's probably jumping high as
Yeah,
hell,
like that was a serious intimate moment. He was dancing for his power.
Yeah.
And then he look and you laughing. Nah, that's crazy. That's what people think this truth is a joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
They be coming to. That's what sometimes I be getting pissed. They'll laugh at something. I want to kill you people. You know, we serious about this, man. We not here playing no fucking game. We can lose our life out here. Got CIA agents driving. Don't think they be driving by all the fucking time looking at us. We all over the YouTube. We all over Google. We the main enemies, man. This ain't no fucking joke.
Yeah. Public enemy #1.
Yeah.
Alright, they got my record.
Yeah.
Sending spies to our camp.
As soon as they ask for your driver license and your registration, just believe it. Just believe it. They already got your information.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody you encounter is not a regular individual.
No.
You know?
Yeah. Going back to verse. Verse.
People say you have entertained angels on the web. There's evil angels too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's nothing.
Demons.
Yeah.
They ain't all right hand side angels really entertained.
That's right.
Esau got his angels too.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12, it says, but speak to the rest, speak, I, not the Lord, if any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she is pleased, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Yeah, so so her belief ain't like you in the truth, but she's not bothering you. She's not saying, get the fuck off the highway and byway.
Yeah.
Stop me in there.
Yeah.
Stop if he was. She's not doing it. She's just letting you do you.
Yeah.
You know, she has a, and if you like her, then the Lord can do that. He can save her.
That's
Yeah,
right.
But if she one of them bitches like giving you hell and that, why would the
Yeah.
Lord save her and you like that?
Yeah,
He just at that point, she just some pussy getting you through the the month, however long it lasts.
You got
Demon look at you and say, I can just you move out. And he no longer under your rule. No longer under your covenant.
You got any woman hindering you from doing this truth. You know, hey,
Right.
you should know. She's not a woman unto you.
Yeah, see, a woman's supposed to be a pillar of rest.
That's
She don't
it.
have
That's
to.
it. That's it.
It's not the woman's job to be the faith believer, the head in faith.
Right.
As long as she's just obeying you,
Yep.
that's all she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Woman ain't supposed to be. I got a personal relationship with my God.
You know.
No, her through you, she has a personal relationship with the Father and the big bro. You know what I'm saying? She don't need to know a goddamn thing. She just needs to do what you tell her to do.
God, that's why.
Go clean the room for me.
Yeah, God,
Go.
that's
Her, when she do her woman wifely duties, that's her showing, okay, I literally respect the man that I'm with. And then the Lord like, okay, you're doing what I created you to do.
Yeah.
Serve your man.
That's right.
That's why he even said, if you got an unbelieving husband, he can be saved based off your belief because you're doing what he created you to do. You're still serving your man. A woman thinks she was created to be the one to motherfucker. What? Lord said his pasture is men. Go ahead, Zoriel. You have one?
Yeah, I had a quick one going back into the point where y'all was talking about the woman with her first husband and so on and so forth. So this is Jeremiah 3:1. It says, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me, said the Lord. You know, so that also goes in, you know, to us. You know, we played the harlot with many lovers, going into the, you know, the false gods, you know, the ways of the heathen. But now we're being called back to our first husband. Because in Isaiah, I think it's 54:6, it says, thy maker is thy husband. You know, so we're coming back to our true husband. You know.
Yeah, and a lot of women don't know who their God is. They actually think that their God is bypassing their husband, not knowing that their husband is their God and our God is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, although he's the Father and power of all. But women have the hierarchy all fucked up.
And the Lord beat the hell out of his woman too. Because his woman is Israel, but his woman was the men, right? He beat the hell out of her. Because this, like I said, this society is so weak. They look at a man hitting a woman as wrong. Like, oh, you don't put your hands on a woman. That's bullshit.
That's a feminine
If a
spirit.
woman is wicked in a manly society, you beat the shit out of her, man. You know, we used to throw rocks at women.
Yeah.
Literally, put them to death.
Yeah.
If a woman is wicked, she's supposed to get judged. The rod of correction is for everybody. It ain't just for men. It's for women, it's for kids. Everybody gets the rod. Without the rod, it leads to what? Rebellion. And a man, when we get the kingdom, I'm gonna be beating on my concubine. Oh, you best believe it. Because they heathens too. A lot of these Edomite women, they're responsible for Jake getting lynched,
That's true. Yeah.
put to death, castrated. You got your goddamn mind. They gonna get it too. Oh, they a woman. I don't give a fuck.
You're right.
They about to
You
feel
gotta
it.
get out of that weak mindset. Oh, yeah, so that's a woman.
Yeah.
You know, she better act like one.
That's a female.
Yeah.
She 4'11", jumping up there, this 6'6", you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Things change
Now
now.
you ain't supposed to be
Just
just be no abusive
Nah,
freak.
yeah, be the line.
But when somebody goes off, they get chastised.
you know,
Right? In a righteous society, if your woman was to do something, like let's say you took your woman out in a righteous society and you caught her talking to another dude. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You just grab her, you go call, you bring her over here, and she supposed to, shit, fucked up. Now, in this society, you do that, everybody
gonna jump on you, yeah.
The simp, all the simps. And then he don't know you or her.
See, I
know the situation at all.
I just seen a video.
That could be my mother.
It looked like a BJ's or something, right? And there's a guy in front of this girl. He has his cart, and the girl has a pair cart, and she's purposely bumping him with the cart, like purposely.
Yeah.
So he looks back. He feels it first, and then he finally looks back. And he said, "All right." He walks over here to an empty cart, picks this bitch up, and slams it on the girl's head. Boom. Right? And all the dudes run up and they grab, they look at the dude and all, you know, and like you said, in this society, you know, that he looked at as a monster. But she's antagonizing him the whole time, hitting him. Who knows what type of day this man had? You keep hitting him with a, you know what I mean?
And that's beautiful that happened because now she knows, oh, I can't do that.
Yo, that car.
That's a real life shit, woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
She was there.
Yeah,
I'm a woman.
But that helps her because
Exactly.
like I was saying last week, people are sincerely a lot of them are sincerely ignorant and wicked. And really just, the rod is the teacher, bro. Thy rod and thy staff comfort you. We need the rod. That's how you learn. So women do need to be getting their ass whooped, bro. But because they're not hot girl summer. Yeah. Worship me. Eat me out before you get it.
You know.
Yeah.
I heard a bitch say that shit. It was a song that came on. I was like, this bitch is crazy. She said, I think it was Megan Thee Stallion. She said, yeah, you gotta eat me out before I let you get it, bro. You supposed to knock that bitch the fuck out.
They even got songs where they say that, but then they say, oh, after he dipped on or whatever the case may be. You know, so when it's time to get down with the get down, after they didn't got what they got, you know what I'm saying? They slip on.
But that's them women trying to be men. That a lot of the wicked man was rapping songs. I switched it, dead shit, got on some head shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So women are trying to take their power back and act as if they're the men.
Yeah.
And that's so upside down. Because when all hell breaks loose, you ain't gonna be talking about that city girl shit. You know what I mean? You're gonna be looking for a man for protection.
And ain't no man gonna protect them city girls.
Oh, no. I'm telling you.
Hot girl summer. It's gonna be a hot girl summer, right? This is gonna be getting burnt up.
Yeah,
When I
it's
said
sad.
I was like, yes. I was like, yes.
Yeah, it's sad because I mean they're basing it off entertainers.
Yeah.
Entertainers don't live real lives.
Reality, right? It's not
They don't live real
That's why they
lives.
get
They're
mixed up with
controlled.
social media in real life.
They can't even go where they want to go. They're controlled by entities, man. They're told what to do. They have to go to certain sponsorships and certain meetings, and you know they got to do shit they don't want to do because they're on contract and on paper. They don't live real lives. So here it is, and that's why Esau sets them up to do that. And teach these young girls to be a certain way. They're not living in a real society like you live in. They're living in a fucking closed off bubble some damn where they have to report here, to report there, go to perform here, go perform there.
Yeah, true.
Do this commercial, do that commercial.
That's a good point because why would a pregnant woman be 100 feet in the air unless they were told, you know like Rihanna, 100 feet in the air, pregnant performer. In the worst
Makes no
environment a
fucking
pregnant woman can
sense.
be.
And then when you look at the, cause I ain't see the whole thing. I looked at, she couldn't even move from real. So what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is like somebody hostage forced to fucking perform.
Y'all see what I put in? The little ritual they do, all them little white dances were supposed to be semen. She was supposed to be the head.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow. Damn, I ain't know.
Yeah, this is it wasn't always like this. Before women's liberation, man, all women was submissive, you know, and to a certain extent, you know.
They didn't have to go to war.
Exactly, you know, they were submissive to their husbands. They knew when and when not to speak amongst men, you know.
Yeah, even that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
We can't speak amongst men. No, you're not supposed to speak amongst men.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to work around us. Here it is, you working with women. And I've experienced that you got your higher up as a man, and the women looking at you getting talked down by another man. That's off like a motherfucker. Now they looking at you like, man. It just ain't right. It just don't feel right.
Yeah.
Then you got Jake on the floor. That's where a lot of tension comes. Like, man, we about to talk. Around here. That's that male ego, that pride that we have built in us. Shit, women around here. Niggas. I know you the manager, dude. Think you gonna lose your job, nigga? Over pride? But that's their ass ain't supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Imagine how easy the workplace would be if it was a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let alone drive.
And not effeminate men, because they fuck up the workplace too.
Yeah.
I got an effeminate supervisor.
Layman.
Yo, I let that nigga know, nigga, I'm an alpha nigga. I'm an alpha nigga. Fuck you, nigga. That nigga do little slick shit like it irks you. You know what I'm saying? That nigga he be coming to my desk in the morning. I love him. You know, you give him that like, what's up? Because he try to get shit out of you like
a woman do.
He looking at me. How much you got to do? weak ass niggas,
Yeah.
a weak ass society.
Yeah.
But if it was real men in the workplace, men will understand. Okay, this is the job, this is the blueprint. This nigga get done. Okay, let's go do it.
Nothing but logic.
Simple.
Nothing but
Simple.
logic.
Right.
To the point.
Women come in
Knocking out the
emotions.
task. Yeah.
Like I got another supervisor. She a woman. She, oh my gosh, I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours. Now she mad at everybody on the fucking floor. This is madness. She ain't got no Valentine's. Like it was Valentine's Day, you could tell she was mad. So she give me extra work. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got no Valentine's Day. I don't give a fuck. I ain't taking this bitch. I got a shorty, but I ain't taking her out. She give me. I'm like, what the fuck you give me more work? Than? It's Santa Claus. She in the office sitting.
Uh-huh.
You know, you can
Look
see.
like my ex.
Right,
You can
right.
see it. You can see it on them.
Yep.
They mad. They miserable. You know, and they taking it out on them when they ain't supposed to be at home.
Yeah, they might be on their second, you know?
Yeah,
That's
that
what-
ain't
They're
bad
going
too.
through hella
Yeah.
emotions, you know? Hey, and you're supposed to put a woman away from you when she's on her cycle. Hey, because it could probably alleviate a bunch of problems. You know, she high strung, emotions all over the place. You know, they talking out of her head. You know, and that's what you see in these workplaces. That's what you see just in society, just in general.
And women don't have no wisdom, bro. It hurts.
No
it
whatsoever,
hurts so
bro.
bad when they come and tell you some shit.
Yeah.
And they the supervisor, so you gotta be like,
Uh-huh.
you gotta take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you pray to the Lord.
Yeah.
Please, that's be the moments when you like you hasten the day.
Yeah.
You know, if you get, I don't know, brothers, other brothers got women supervisors.
Yeah.
You know, I
Trust
got
me.
one, bro.
I-
They'll do
Yeah.
dumb
No, I-
shit.
they manipulate.
They'll tell you dumb shit. And you know this ain't gonna work out.
Uh-huh.
This is stupid,
Yeah.
but you gotta fucking do it.
A lot of adultery start because women working in the work.
Oh,
yeah,
bro,
for sure.
bro.
They
for
building
sure.
relationships with guys.
Yeah.
Bro, when I worked in the gym, bro, every woman I worked with had a man.
Yeah.
All of them trying to fuck me in the fucking back.
Yeah.
They call them work boobs.
Work
Yeah.
husbands, yeah.
And you know why they do it? Because they're comfortable around the work guys because they know where they work.
Exactly.
They like to know men where men work at.
Yep.
Know what car he drive. Know okay, I know who he is, so I'm safe around him.
Uh-huh.
And then you making them laugh. Now they comfort around you. Before you know it, you in the back room, bro. Bro, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, first hand experience, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't never did it on the job, but if I wanted to, it could have went there. Cause they gonna fucking just give it to you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you in the back, and they like on you, like, bro, like
Fast
on you.
food, bro. I see them working at fast food, bro.
Yeah.
You like, yo, this shit
Everybody-
wicked.
Yeah, I've seen it all the time. Yeah.
This shit wicked.
That's
bro.
what I always say. Never date a woman in the same workplace because after you break up, y'all still seeing each other, and like someone's gonna have a promotion, drama, and then one you gotta quit.
A lot of women. A lot of reasons women don't deal with them is because they have that safety issue where they feel like, I don't really know this guy. Shit, I'm kind of scared. But a man that they see every day, they know where you work, they comfortable around you, and you gonna make them laugh. Yeah, I'm horny. I'm giving it to Tay Tay. Telling you, man, that's how it happens. That's why the society got to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Same thing with what's going on in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school, college,
Definitely college. Man.
all that shit is just a whorehouse, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a freak house.
Especially college.
They around you. They around this dude. He's in their classroom. That's what happens when you got the guy that's simping, buying her everything, but the guy that don't do shit just because he's around her, he can just pop.
Just, yeah.
That's where that happens, because he's around. That's why that long distance relationship don't, man, fuck that. Cause she gonna act like she ain't with no nigga, but the nigga she's around, that nigga pop. I ain't in a relationship. But she getting popped. She getting popped.
You remember how they put on social media when they put the relationship and they say it's complicated?
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
It's complicated.
See, in the kingdom, young men are gonna learn in the area, young women gonna learn in the area. Then once they become of age, when they hormones start kicking in, around that age 12, where they start getting horny, start playing with your joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, what the fuck is this feeling? You man now. You ready to go into something. All right, come on, son. I'm gonna go get you, I'm gonna go find you a little shorty. I'm gonna talk to, I'm gonna go to a mother's out land, I'm gonna go see if he got any daughters. You know, he offering, no, I'm gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want your son in this society, in his room, Pornhub,
Yeah.
eyes like this.
Yeah.
Now he fucked up in the
Brain
head.
gone.
But in the righteous society, his father would have, Pops, yo, feeling something. Yeah, for real. We gotta get you a little shorter. We gotta get you control. That's why it started at that age. Because when it don't start at that age, now they're just wildly roaming free, humping on each other, grabbing each other up. I'm in middle school. I mean, I used to be at the locker, bro. Chick by me at the locker.
For real. For real.
Bell ringing.
All of it.
You know what I'm saying? You just carving fields, bro. Because you got them. You a man now. You like, man, I got to fill up on something, bro. You grabbing the hand. You know what I'm saying? You smacking shit. But in a righteous society, you will have something already. You know, and you will be taught what is there for. You know.
And you wonder why these men are.
So
breaking
for
into
you weak
gyms
ass
and
men,
checking
slow
out
up, brother. For these weak ass men that get on the you saying women are women at age 12, 13, because it keeps them. If you understood that, then you would be able to keep them from being whores at that age. You got women getting pregnant at 13, 14.
My sister did.
Out of wedlock. That's unorderly. That's chaos, man.
On top of that shit, and then on top of that, she still don't know what it means to be a woman yet. You know, she's still going to school and maturing and all that stuff. You know, especially in this society where, you know, what I mean, she wasn't taught how to, you know, do all those stuff that points to the scripture.
Bro, those women in South America, bro, they start fucking at 13, 14, bro. They'll talk to you and they'll tell you, oh, I'm having sex 14, 15. You know? Now, can you imagine a woman's mind? She done had different partners at that young of an age.
So tired of broken.
She was supposed to be giving her husband already. In the house, cooped up. She's taking off the market. What does Esau allow? Go to school, you know, get a job, get a profession. Now she's getting slutted and whored out. She at parties, getting drunk. Ha!
Right.
You don't like your husband get your
Trains
Getting trains ran on. That shit is common. That shit is fucking common.
And like I said, even to this day, like I said, you know, talking about sexual education, it's not really, I mean, it's still somewhat frowned upon, you know, it's still a taboo, like even to the parents, you know, sexual education. Yeah. Going back to first.
And that's what the scripture said, give not a, matter of fact, brother, give me that. Give not a,
Liberty, you got it, bro.
yeah, get the one where it's speaks about it, where it talks about keep your daughter restraints, lest she bring shame to your household. Because that, you know what I'm saying, even from, you know, looking at my sisters, like, women are the cause of all that evil shit, bro. Giving them liberty and allowing them to choose and pick, they're destroying themselves, man. They're destroying themselves. And it gets to a point where they had too many partners, they don't know what they want. They don't even know the first way to begin and to choose a man. They've already been defiled. They already got too many spirits on them. So from that moment, once a woman is penetrated, for one, sex, when you have sex, a lot of energy is emitted, right? It even tells you, like, sex creates testosterone within men. Like, a men that's not having sex, they have low T. Because there's something that happens when you have sex. Like, you give off the you know the feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's a very spiritual thing. So when a woman gets penetrated the first time, everything that's in her just emits out. Emotions, bond, connection.
Follicles too, I heard that.
Her eyes are wide. That connection has been made with that man. If she does not stay with that man and she has sex with another man, then it's confusion now. Because those feelings are now, okay, who do I get bond to? Right? And she keep doing it to another. Now it's just sporadic. She can't, what's the word for brothers on? Soul tie. Parabond. She can't parabond no more.
With another man.
Because now the spirit is confused. The spirit is like, oh, you know? It's a sad situation, man. That's what happens when the devil rules.
Yeah, that's what you see a lot of women. I mean, that was on that Kevin Samuel show, man. You know, talking about I'm ready to be a wife, and you know, and Kevin said, because especially like I said, women have too many bodies and shit urge. That's why for a woman's power, quote unquote, according to them, is like what her sexual value. So to speak, the younger it is, like the more beautiful. Again, like I said, the younger the better. The older, you know, like I said, you know, the less value she has.
And that's why these women will never take you serious. A woman that's had very multiple partners, she'll tell you she takes you serious, but She don't really trust you. And she's not gonna put her full trust in you.
Done.
Because she's done had too many partners.
She got spirit. She got a lot of spirit.
A lot of trauma too. Don't forget about them too. You make away from her abusive relationship and all that stuff. But now you gotta carry on the burden.
She just use it, whether it's for her to boost her mood, her morale. A lot of women just message men and deal with men just to boost their morale. Because that's why you'll see some women, you may like a woman and you chasing her and she don't give you no attention. But as soon as you just leave her, she's like, what you doing?
Yeah.
She might even, want to still be with you, but she just want to know what you doing other than following me. Why? Because you've taken away that attention you've been given.
Yeah.
A lot of women just strive off of getting attention from men.
That's
And
true.
when they lose it, they start to fuck, what? I don't want to have sex with you. I just want to know why you ain't giving me your energy.
That's very true. because
Boost
I
my
work around-
ego.
Yeah.
Because when I work around specific environments at the plantation, I don't say none of these Jake women. Actually, I don't talk to the women, period, outside of which a problem. And when you like that, they want to know more about you.
Yeah.
But when you keep it moving, then it's like, oh shit,
Yep.
what's wrong with him?
Bro, at the new station I work with, bro, I came in on some like, man, I ain't fucking talking to y'all niggas. That's just how I am. Like, I get to know y'all niggas. Shorty came up to me. Hey, so you quiet? You're not, what's your name? Just inquiring because you're not giving her that attention. But it's other dudes in there that be all up on her ass looking at her. She don't be paying them no mind. She come to me, you had breakfast? She come to motherfucking, you had breakfast? I got Chick-fil-A, I got extra Chick-fil-A. I said, no, I'm good. And she was like, okay. but they keep coming, bro. I'm telling you, they'll keep coming back, bro. Because you're not chasing up their ass.
Especially when you don't see a so-called ring on your finger.
Yep.
You really a high fucking commodity then. And with your position, it's like, you ain't talking to me? No, I'm talking to you. I don't even like you. And that's what they don't understand. We got a different mindset on how we look at these women, man. At least I do.
And even, and that's all. Once they become of that age, 12, their mind is the same, bro. Their mind is the same. I'm watching how my mother going through her divorce, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way she matured.
Yeah, for real.
As soon as they feel like they done wrong, they go on a fucking, what they call it, she's still getting her groove back. Wild as hell.
Yeah.
It's demonic. It's crazy. That's why we need Yahweh Shah and correct all this. But did the brother get it?
Yeah, come on, I got it. The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitness.
Yeah, she don't have no shame about what she doing. She'll lie to you. Daddy, I was with my friend Keisha. No, she was sucking the dick.
Yeah. Least she abused herself through over much liberty.
She abused herself through overmuch. She abusing herself. And they don't even see what and that's why Andrew Tate had got that bitch Brittany Ridley. He had her looking stupid. Because he gave them that what they like to hear. He was like, because they look at themselves as queens. He was like, well, you've been having this random sex with all these different dudes. I know the majority of them weren't worth your vagina.
Right.
Because majority of the men in the world, you're not telling me all of them was worth your vagina. It's just she was looking, she was like, because he gave her a little bit of that stuff he like that worth. And then he let her know, like, you just been giving random pussy out to this every old.
She wanted to tell him off, but she knew he was speaking fast.
And she was just.
You seen her face, she was like this. Like you can see her face when it just scallop. But when he was saying was the truth, and you rarely see her hungry. She was at her.
And it hurt her because at the end of the interview, she said, well, what's the answer for a woman like me?
Yeah.
And the Edomite got her ass, which I think she might be. She said, it's no hope.
Yep.
Yo, they was mad as hell at that chick. The host, the Edomite looking chick.
Yeah.
She always got the brothers back.
Yeah, they did not like her. She said, there's no hope for you.
And there's another female. She's of the northern tribe. Her name's Tay Tay.
Was she on that show or she got her own?
Nah, she got her own, but she be like, and she be shutting the women down. She was like, well, I ain't just talking to every woman. I'm only talking to the women that want to be wives. And like she's straight up with it. You know what I mean? And she, we like she know that women ain't shit. You know, the average woman. You know what I mean? But back to Brittany Renner, you know, she's really hurt because she realized she was a whore. She be flipping out, making her own videos in the car, crying, bawling, crying, talking to herself. You know what I mean? Yeah, because she realized she was just a fucking whore.
Yeah, she said in the interview, she said, because it started clicking. She said it disgusted me because they had the interview and then they was talking after the interview, and then on the talking after part, she said it disgusts me how many men are getting my vagina. So she admitted the truth in that moment. Now, majority of the time, what they do is they deny it. They know it's disgusting, but they don't want to feel. They don't want to feel disgusted. They don't want to feel who they truly are, because that'll make them commit suicide. So they put on this front. They put on the makeup and continue to. But in that moment, she said, "I'm disgusted at the amount of men I gave my body." She let the truth out.
She saw herself in that mirror.
She's abused herself through too much living. But we can't feel bad for her because during that time you had people telling you, bitch, you'll stop being a whore. Amber Rose, stop being a fucking whore. Stop teaching women to be whores. Because you know you're not fucking happy with your life. You got two different baby daddies. You done ran through the industry. You ain't in no significant relationship that's building anything. You got your children as well. Why? My brothers got a different daddy. That shit hurts women, man. That shit hurts women. Your children ask you, because they ask you that. Why my brother got a different daddy than me?
Yeah, but instead of being humble, bitches like Amos is still being prideful. Talking about I can't. If your woman want to be a hoe, let her be hoe. She want to twerk for money, let her be. Like that's what she was doing. She was on Nori show arguing with the battle rappers.
Because they try to cover it up. That's why they have to be on a show. Because they want to be seen. Because they can't be sitting quiet with themselves. They gotta put a fucking tattoo on their fucking forehead.
A big ass tattoo.
Yeah, they gotta do shit to be seen and heard. Because when they by themselves, they feel like Brittany Renner said. They feel disgusting.
As a matter of fact, like I said recently too, that was on basically, like I said, even her son knows about the OnlyFans, you know, and of course she just justified talking about some well, then how we gonna eat?
Yeah, her son was trying to justify. He said, every woman's entitled to doing whatever she wants with her body. And that's the shit they teach these kids, man. She taught her son that shit at an early age, and now he all jacked up. You know, he might make a whore out of his woman. You know,
he gonna teach the women.
The
mothers teach the women that dumb shit. Oh yeah, go out there and have your fun. You'll find the right dick.
Yeah. And that's not what it's supposed to be. This whole boyfriend girlfriend thing. Boyfriend and girlfriend is fake. It ain't supposed to be no boyfriend and girl. It ain't supposed to be no dating. We going on dates. No, nigga. Women at age of time didn't even know who their husband until wedding day. You know?
They do that.
Hey, your father. Hey, look, I'm getting you married.
That's what they do in other countries.
And if they were a righteous woman too, oh, father, I'm getting married. She gonna tell herself, I'm getting married. She don't know the dude yet though, but she's ready to go into a covenant with that man, and she's happy to serve that man when the day comes. You know? It wasn't no fucking take me to fucking take me to Ruby Tuesday. Get the 2 for $20. Then I'm gonna go date another nigga next weekend. See what he hitting on. You know? No, man, you sit yourself at home and you wait until your father brings in your husband. You know? Period.
Esau did a beautiful thing when he destroyed the family.
The serpent. He began all these.
Why is it in there?
He gave her choice. He gave her choice. She ain't supposed to choose. A man is supposed to choose for a woman. This is what we eating tonight. This is what we're doing this weekend. You don't text her, hey, what you want to do? No, you got it planned out. The last date I went on, I said, look, hey, bring some extra shoes. I ain't tell her what for. She like, right, don't worry about it. Just bring some shoes.
Was it really like that?
She liked that because she found out after the fact what the fuck we was doing. She like, oh, this is why I need my shoes.
Women like surprises.
Don't be telling what the fuck. Don't be asking what you want to do because they don't fucking know.
God,
that's why you like when you read the scriptures, you know, like if a wife made an agreement, the husband can turn around and disannul that. You know? Nowadays, you know, these women make agreements that nobody can disannul. You know? And that
But even when you look at the marriage covenant of America, the government, even though the government is involved, that's still a contract. Because you stood at the altar and you gave vows through sickness and health, you know how you know, whatever. These women ain't upholding their wifely duties. I got a job. I got a job. That ain't no fucking excuse. Cause you make time to do the shit that you want to do when you clock out. When you get off from work, you run, get the house ready for your husband. You go prep them, like that video I sent, the chick, the Filipino chick, she said, look, I cook for him every day. She said, sometimes I keep twice for him. Because sometimes he don't like what I cook. So if he don't like what I cook, then I have to cook my meal, and then I cook for 2 times for him. And the guy was like, what the guy that was in him was like, what the fuck? Out in America, you be lucky you get a meal. Shit. But she was happy about it too. She said, oh, I cook for him every day, sometimes twice. And the Jay, he was like, yeah. That nigga, you know? But that's how a woman's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be a burden to her either. Just like this work that we do. Because going back to the point where we're the Lord's woman, this is not supposed to be a burden to us. We're supposed to love serving him. I come out here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You want to do that for your Lord. That's how the women are supposed to be with you. Yeah, I wash his drawers. Damn right. But instead they get with their girlfriends. And, girl, you doing that for him? You don't gotta fucking do that.
Yeah, right. You a slave. I don't want to be a slave because I got to cook for my husband.
Yeah, that's a word, slave.
Yeah.
But
a righteous one be like, bitch, you tripping. I serve my man.
Yeah.
I keep my man.
Yeah. And these women are so stupid. They don't realize that if you keep a man happy, you're happy.
I'm telling you. Especially
you keep a
Jay.
man happy, he'll look out for you.
Especially Jay. And that's why all those foreign women like Yeah, that's why foreign women like Jake, because nobody treats women like how we treat them. Nobody. The type of swag we got, the type of footage we got, the way that we just deal with women, they feel it. Esau just want to fucking come here, and just ram them and throw them
right to the back of your neck.
Yeah, we actually we actually had they go out with us and they be like, man, I feel. That's what the foreign women like it. Now our women, they fucking spoiled. Yeah. They so used to it. But these foreign women, they get it like, damn, you giving me roses and flowers, playing sweet music. He smelled good.
Funny, know how to talk to them. Got that song.
He ain't stressing me the fuck out. I ain't got to worry about. That's another thing about us too. A lot of these women don't got to worry about us going serial killing and shit.
Yeah, they're killing the whole family.
In the weird fetishes, because they get these Edomites find out this nigga actually like getting ran by men too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He like watching his wife get fucked by another man. That's common about these Edomites. You know? So they get with Jake and like, he's just cool, chill. You know what I mean? So going back to what your point said, like, they realize if they just serve us, you're going to get treated well, because we want to treat you well. We want to deck you up. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to treat us well, we want to treat our women well.
Yeah, we want our women to look nice, smell nice. You know what I'm saying? A man's glory is his what? That's right. Woman. Yeah. So you want to, shit, I don't give a fuck if I'm bummy, my woman look good. I ain't no pretty boy. She got the fly shit. Yeah. If she doing right by you,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You supposed to handle that and take care of it, man. She supposed to want for nothing. If you got, you know, if we had one of those women, you know. But here it is, Jake be doing that shit for women that don't even halfway deserve it, bro. These women do not deserve none of your fucking money, bro. You know, but you do it because you burn it. Which is a sad case to be in. Because that woman ain't doing shit to deserve anything you giving her.
Nope.
And on top of that, with a high mileage on it.
For real. Yep.
Because a man's time is valuable. Just you taking your time out to do something for a woman, she's supposed to appreciate that. You know?
Yeah, man got it hard, man. Like I said, men do the most dangerous jobs in the world, man. You know, they're the dirtiest things, man. Like I said, without the men, like I said, man, this whole society will collapse within one day.
Even when you take a woman out, they don't even realize like you as a man, now you're her protection at the night. Exactly. It's so much as a man that a man giving you his time, he got you out at nighttime. In our mind, it's like, okay, shit, I gotta make sure. You might see dudes across the street. Like, fuck.
Right.
let me be on peak.
Yep.
They don't even think about how much you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we maintaining our cool.
Yeah.
You know,
But we think about
yeah,
all type of shit.
you
Like
know?
some shit popping up. Yeah, she becomes a liability. That's I'm glad you said that word. When we give them our time, they become a liability because now we have to be the protection for them. They don't see that though. They just think, oh yeah, he taking me out and this, that, and third. Bitch, anything can happen out here, man.
We
So-
observe the scenery.
So like I said, in time of trouble, that's how you know that who's gonna be a man or not, you know, especially with a lot of these women, you know, what they got their man. So either your man gonna either stand and fight for you, or he gonna leave you. Those are the two options. Not for real. Of course, I'm talking about, you know, being down for your woman. I'm talking about those ones that just dating, man. And most of the time in society, from what I see on social media on the experiment, sometimes the man will just run away, hop over the gate, just leave his woman right there.
Oh no,
It's gonna
be a lot
happen.
of that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, man.
There's gonna be a lot of that. Bye, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna see it, man.
Hmm?
Go ahead, bro. Let's finish it
All
off.
right, come. Oh, you want me to get this last verse?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Verse 11. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she transgress against thee. You know, it's dealing with these women. Don't marvel if your woman transgress against, or your daughter, or your woman, or who.
Cause she got liberty.
Yeah.
Something you can do.
Bro, these women, they go out and they'll tell you this. They get so many men that hit on them throughout the day. And you know men are fucking hornballs. So that a woman can go in the grocery store right now and there's gonna be a man in aisle 7. They deal with that all day, every day. And they have the liberty to just roam free. Because we're in a society where it's allowed.
Especially at the gym. Nowadays, man,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Jim, yep.
I don't know. I'm talking about now. You know, up to the point where now these women have ruined the gym. Now to the point where every time they see a woman, I got to turn around just to work out. Now that's crazy.
You can't even be a man in this kingdom, bro. You know, you see an attractive woman, you gotta actually turn away because you don't want to be looked at as a fucking freak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that on TikTok. Like the women are going to the women. It's a trend now. Women are going to the gym, setting up cameras.
Yeah.
And the guy got on their ass about that shit. They're doing squats and they're putting, look at this creep, look at me squat. And it's become a trend now. Like a lot of women, they're going to the gym just to record and they look like that's natural for a man to crave a woman. But they're demonizing that man. This society is fucking sick. But they got people thinking the man is sick because he wants a woman. Because he likes what the woman looks like. The bitch got on tights and he likes what he sees. Oh, you're a fucking creep.
Yeah.
What?
But
No, the creep is the nigga that got on the dress.
Exactly.
But meanwhile, like I said, she purposely put on those tights just to get some attention. Come on, man.
But you look at them comments, bro. Look at them videos. The people are saying the dudes are creeps.
Yeah.
Society has totally been changed, bro.
And they do it just to turn them down.
They're doing it just to turn them down.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it just to turn them down. That's why I can't
Once
wait
the
till that
gym's
day,
worst
bro.
place
I'm telling you.
The Lord is gonna give you to the most sadistic serial killer freaks. This nigga dirty, nails dirty. Nigga don't brush his teeth.
Oh man.
He just an ashy, dirty motherfucker. He gonna be on top of you, sweating and grinding you, man. And there gonna be nothing you can do.
And nobody coming to help.
Hey, that's
No, nobody coming. And in that day, your simple niggas, your simple ninjas, hopefully a lot of them idiots will be done away with.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be
Hopefully they'll get to the point where they're like, I'm just gonna mind my business. Because they might get ran into.
Shit, don't get captive by one of these gangs that's gonna use you as a sex slave. That's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna be 20 dudes.
You bargaining too.
Exactly.
Bro, it's gonna be bad, bro.
Trading.
Yep. They show you that in a lot of them last Doomsday movies too. They barter women. You know.
Yeah, they show you that book of Eli too. You know, when they tried to she tried to set Eli up as if she was innocent, but then the guys popped out from under the bridge. You know.
I forgot what movie I seen, but it was a dude and a chick. And the dude, he seen her, he was like, oh shit. And he said, yo, let me buy off you.
Yeah.
And he was like, no man, you can't have this, you know, it's my friend, bro. I'm not giving her to you. Don't let me buy, bro. No, man. So the nigga said, fuck you, shit. And he started hunting him. You know?
That's gonna happen.
That's the times. That's the times that we in, man.
Yeah.
And that nigga had a gun. He was shooting there. And they, shit. They had to go underground in the fucking sewer, bro, to escape this nigga. They had to open up the fucking sewer and go in the fucking shit.
Yep. Yeah, that's what the scripture say. 7 women shall take hold of one man. Because a lot of these women who have had this liberty, that that's just gonna come to an end.
It's gonna be a shortage of men too. You know, for real, man.
Oh yeah.
I said a lot of men gonna die, man. Like I said, because we know that there's more women out there than men.
And also the scriptures also say that the men should be fighting in the wars.
Oh yeah, the draft. That's another thing. It's gonna be a draft right before the commencement of World War III. You know. Now they say in the law, like I'm my mom's only son, right? So they say in the law, I can't be drafted. That shit gonna go out the window.
Oh yeah, they'll throw a whole bunch
All
of
them
stuff out.
laws, women getting drafted, men getting drafted, single sons the only sons they getting drafted.
They might do some teenagers, ain't no telling, you know?
And that's why we gonna be completely enemies of the state, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna.
Shit going for
Oh yeah, of course.
We fleeing everything.
Yep.
We gonna be on the run.
Didn't they just pass a law where women can be drafted now?
Yeah,
It already passed. It
Yeah,
already
it did
passed.
pass. Yeah.
Good.
It already passed.
That's what that feminine spirit. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I'm a woman now.
Yeah.
You get house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you had that one
The
bitch
TikTok,
crying. You had that one bitch crying during the C19 event.
Yeah.
And that's weak shit. That was white. Y'all don't understand where we going, bitch. You the one signing that paper.
Yeah, like I said, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Go over there and do your job.
That's what I'm trying to contract for, yeah.
It's Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters.
And that's really over here in America. Because even in South America, women there, they demonic too. Don't get it twisted, they Israelites. So they got attitudes, they wicked too, but they're more feminine. And they're more humble because they have less. The more you give a woman, the more proud she becomes. So you see in these other countries where women have less, they're more humble, right? And they're more in their nature because they don't have as much liberty. They don't have as much. They don't have jobs. They gotta walk 20 miles to fucking get where they gotta go.
Especially in Haiti, they got it rough.
Like soon as you ride a public transportation, there's nothing but dime pieces on the fucking bus. You ride the bus like, damn, this public damn. Because they not spoiled like these women here. A fucking 5 got a fucking Mercedes Benz. You know?
Yeah,
Rise up, you women that are at ease. You're at ease here. But see, the Lord's been saving America last.
Of course, that's the virgin dollar Babylon.
You think these other countries better wait until the Lord takes down the heads from the Lord. Third world country status, bro.
Yeah, we already know.
Third world country status. You look at some of these countries like Bangkok, Indonesia, Korea. Now they have some of the worst pollution in the earth. Like literally, you step outside your house, you can't even see because of the emissions from the cars, factories. They don't have the cleaning systems we have, so it's really, really bad. Here in America, all that shit's gonna be 10 times worse, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said,
Pollution gonna go up.
Yeah.
Trash gonna go up.
All that stuff. Especially New York City, you see the trash, man. They got they got an epidemic in that trash.
Even they know how to go without lights. A lot of these other countries, they know how to, because they don't have cities like New York. Lights all on, just on. You just got power, just 24/7 got power. Other countries don't have that shit. They gotta turn their power off at a certain time.
Yeah.
So they know how to see in the dark. They know what they need in the dark.
That's true.
And these niggas rise up, you women at their ease. Soon as the power go out in the neighborhood for 20 minutes. Bitch ain't got cable. Cops like, damn, we'll get there. Give us an hour.
Customer service, you know.
They lose their fucking mind, bro. The cable, then they go off for an hour. People losing their fucking mind over here in America. Stuff that people go without. In America, you lose it for an hour. You losing your fucking mind.
Nah, that's why I say when that social media thing, I tell you, man, a lot of people commit suicide.
We don't have no power. We don't have no power. We don't have no power. How we gonna wash? How we gonna do it?
You can't even go to sleep without the TV on.
Yeah, you got
You'd be surprised. I was like, dang,
Bro.
turn off the TV.
Total quietness is a different type of quiet.
Bro, I sleep in the street dark.
Yeah.
I turn everything off. I'm in the dark.
You
I got
hear
the blackout
crickets.
blinds,
Bro.
the curtains.
Hey, the dark, bro. When you in this truth and you start to look, dude, that dark
It's
is
real.
peaceful. You like, yeah,
Yeah.
demons, you try as you want to.
Yeah.
Let's go to battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you be in comfort that because you know the Most High rests in darkness.
Yeah, come.
He out there in the deep, that's where he dwells. You know what I'm saying? The people who wicked, they scared of the dark.
Yeah, come.
It's a reason.
Yep.
But if you ain't, you know you repent and you serve the Lord, hey, the darkness is your friend.
You can actually sleep really,
Bro, the
I sleep
darkness
very
in the
dark.
dark, I'll be out, bro.
I'll be out like a
I'll
drunk
be
light.
out, bro.
I turn everything off, put the scriptures on.
What?
Bro,
That dark.
Shoot. Well, what's dark is like when you go on the interstate, you turn off the lights. Now that's darkness right there. That's darkness.
That's what it's gonna be in Jacob's trouble, you know?
That's darkness. That's dark.
But I'm talking about the quietness.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
the quietness,
Right.
When it's so quiet that you can hear the bugs walk. And people are afraid of bugs by themselves. But when you can hear a bug, walk, bro, a lot of people gonna go crazy off of that alone.
Yeah, the Lord.
Imagine they hearing all kinds of noises and it's dark.
You see, the Lord is requiring. He gonna throw us back out in nature, because we're all beasts. We got clothes on, we got shoes, but we're just beasts, bro. Right? The only thing that differentiates us from a rhinoceros or a fucking bear is this spirit that the Lord put in us. You have the spirit of the natural beast, and you have the spirit of us that He's giving humans. Right? But He gonna throw us back out in nature. We're nature's beings, bro. Right? You gonna have to get comfortable with the earth again, man.
Yep.
Ain't gonna be no penthouse
You know.
with your Crocs on.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? Complaining about your Netflix.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Man, shit on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna get ugly.
Man, nigga, you know how to carry jugs of water? You know how to find a lake carry jugs of water?
Better stop buying that shit now.
In
Better buy that shit now.
fucking in the Philippines, you can't even drink out of the tap water. You'll die.
Yeah.
That's how unsanitary a lot of these country systems are. You know what I'm saying? That's why they be coming in America. They gotta literally go to fresh spring.
Over in the
Walking
Philippines,
miles.
over in the Philippines, they got this river called Perfume River. And what they do is they shit in this river.
Oh wow.
Just like in Egypt, they got the Nile River. The Nile River is the river they shit in. No, I mean that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They actually shit in the Nile River.
That's crazy.
It's not like they go fishing in the Nile. They actually shit in the Nile River. And over in the Philippines, they got this river called Perfume River. And the reason why they call it Perfume River is because it smells like shit. Because people shit out there in the longer pole and shit like that.
Yeah, I was googling fresh springs too because in a normal society, like you go to Denmark and Poland, you go to these European countries, they have a lot of fresh wells still. See, when Esau dwells, he makes sure his shit is together. But you Google, I think it's one in Williamsburg and Richmond. But around us, we don't even have fresh wells to where we can go get water. They taking that shit out of the cities. So that shit ain't even near us. Like if something happened, you had to go to like a well to get fresh water, fresh spring, you can't get it. The water's fucking polluted. They got it in their areas though. Off in these countries, parks. I was Googling not too long ago. I was like, let me see what these wells are and shit. And none of them shits around us, bro. So Jake is in for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now us, we know the Lord is going to, if we those men, we're going to be taken care of.
They have some wells around here, but it's not natural.
Yeah, it's not
They
fresh.
gotta-
It's not fresh
every
spring
once in a
water.
while, they gotta have like water company come through and do something.
Yeah.
That's
Like in
right.
their areas, they have fresh natural
Yeah.
spring water that you can literally just,
Drop the bucket.
yeah, like I think it's in Denmark, like it's an area where they have like this whole setup and like it's a statue and it's shooting out water, but the water that it's shooting out is literally coming from the earth, and you can literally just. And they say that's the most cleanest water on the earth right now.
Yeah.
You can't do that shit here, man.
Of course not.
Even the water we wash in, like I was looking
That's
at some of
recycled water.
I was looking at some of the even with Matthew thought with some of the cold showers.
Yeah.
That's just beneficial because when you take the hot showers, your pores are opening up.
yeah.
And we did a lesson a couple of years back about all the chemicals that's in our water, harsh paint supplies, shit that can clean fucking engine, all type of shit is in that fucking water, bro. And that shit seeps into your pores.
Right.
I gotta remember, I used to work for the water company. And all they do is recycle. It's a recycle system. So all that shit that goes down your drain comes to the whatever area you live in, the water company, water spot, plant, and water plant.
Yeah.
And it goes through this whole process where they actually get living organisms to eat the bullshit out of the
bacteria.
water. I mean, these are living organisms that eat up all the moisture, your skin off, and the hair, everything that goes down the drain. And then they throw bleach and water and certain things in here, and they push it right back out into the ocean, and the surrounding ocean, and goes back into the pipes.
And in certain poor areas, I'm sure brothers experience this, like in certain, like in the ghettos and hoods. Like you'll go into somebody's crib and you'll turn on water and you can smell bleach, like you can smell it because their water quality is so poor. You can actually smell it in certain poor areas. I've been in certain people's crib. I turn on, damn, that shit kind of strong.
Hey, even where I live now, when the tide is high, you can smell it. You can smell it. Just smell like rough ass water. Sometimes you turn your sink on and you can just smell it. You be like, fuck, tide must be hot. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention the pipe system that is traveling.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I.
That nasty ass pipe system.
Well, that's what I do now. You know, we put cameras down. We'll get a vac truck and try to clean out each pipe, like the little manholes you see and the little storm drains. And they come and they clean it out. And then you set a camera down there. And like you said, a lot of these pipes are caved in. Now, it's a lot of, like, I was working on this one this week where it was supposed to be just straight storm water. But the city of Norfolk came and told us that to block up, the wastewater pipe had a leak, so it was going into that. Right. Don't nobody know about that, except for us because we were working. Right. So the average person that lives on that block, they might have been getting contaminated with wastewater. Because these pipes, think about this, the city is old as hell. Yeah. You got to keep putting maintenance to these pipes.
Yeah, that costs money.
But look, I don't want to ride this out. We be able to live. We ain't got to worry about that in our kingdom. You know what I mean? Ain't no contamination.
But see, even now, like in a lot of the areas, they don't have to worry about it because they still got those fresh spring wells, spring water, which is what you're supposed to have. This man has destroyed the fucking earth. Now, even look at the Ohio situation. Now, they said it wasn't an issue. Now it just came out that the people are dropping like flies now from the fucking contamination in the water.
Like I said, the city don't give. Like I said, even Edomite.
The air they're breathing.
Yeah, kind of. Even Edomite. He said, what? They don't care about us.
Yeah.
They don't. Like I said, and on top of that, don't forget about the farms they got over there, the horses. They got drink water too and all that stuff like that.
So we bringing this up to let you know how dire the situation is going to be. You can't get water, you die. You can go without food for a hot minute. Water you can't go without. You need water.
That's crazy. We started it.
About
water.
You need water, right? So where you gonna get clean water from when shit is when you can't go get bottled water? Because the majority of people survive off bottled water. Bottled drinks.
They don't care no more.
Where do you get your H2O from to survive? Total anarchy is going to befall this place, man.
Start drinking their own PP and piss and all that.
And if I mean,
now there's natural ways you can purify. You can purify water with wood. You can purify water with rocks. There's ways to purify water, but I mean, average people don't know this shit.
if I may, I did misspeak. Purple River is in Vietnam. So,
Yeah,
Cool. Same bullshit, you know. All their water contaminated. And that's just and see their system is not even. It's not even the fault of E. It's just they don't have the resources and the money to take care of that supply like we able to, you know. So they have to rely on the earth, right? So they're more in tune with the earth. You'll see the Philippines on boats, fishing and hunting and getting there. They're more in tune with the earth. A lot of these countries are more in tune with the earth. We are the ones that so fucking sick. in these cities, industrialized.
Yeah.
That's why it's gonna be worse over here in America, man. Because what? We're not in tune with the earth.
They're not scared of shit that Americans are scared of, because they're out in nature still. Even when I was in South America, bro, like they're out in the fucking, we out in the mountains, bro, like in the forest, like out here, and it's normal. Like niggas, I'm talking, bro, these niggas will run up mountains at the top of the mountain like it ain't shit. And they got a gym on the fucking mountain. And then you can look down and see it, like, and it's just, we was born like this. We in nature, but that's how we used to be as nature, being out. We wasn't scared of fucking nature. Now, you were scared of every fucking thing. You know, but the Lord is requiring you to be a man, so He gonna put you back out here, man.
That's right.
He gonna put you back out here. I'm personally looking forward to it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? I'm personally looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling the brother before camp, man, I want to, start camping a lot, this summer, going out in the wilderness, learn how to ride a horse, these things of that nature, man. Making fires, cleansing the water when you boil it and stuff like that, the survival skills.
Yeah, that's man shit. I even be looking at videos on YouTube with the guys that ask, because you got a lot of guys, you got a lot of, even women, you got people that have said, fuck America and fuck this life. They done went and off to the fucking, but they recorded them. They still got internet. So, but it's just to show you how they do, and they show you their daily life. These niggas, they got like a little car. They wake up, they go out in the woods, and get everything, and that's just how they live every day. You know what I'm saying? They eat, they cook, they wash, they in tune with. They said fuck this city shit. I'm living on earth. They fish,
Me and that time though.
Yeah. But now, not every brother is going to, but the Lord is going to have to work miracles, because you got, every brother is different. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that are capable of doing certain things, other brothers aren't capable of doing it. The Lord knows what. The scripture says He's not going to push you through anything too much for you to bear. So He ain't going to have you out there like Tarzan, knowing damn well you can't, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody guys online.
You know what I mean? You may have some brother that might literally be out in the woods. You may have some brother that may be in a FEMA camp. You know what I'm saying? It's going to differentiate. Where, bro?
And you have more on that?
You have more on that, Matthew?
Yeah, we about to wrap it up.
I was at Isaiah right now.
You keep going on that.
It said Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Verse
And
11,
if I'm not mistaken, that was prior to them going into captivity in Babylon. Because many days and years shall you be troubled. They asked me, you know what I'm saying? They had to go through it. But applying that to this time, hey, the vintage is going to fail again.
Yeah. Government citizen, Section 1A, et cetera, man.
Yep.
Relying on Daddy E, man.
I got that right here.
Because you got to understand, when the kingdom, during Solomon's reign, our people were chilling. Right? And when you're chilling, when you're at rest, you start to think you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, women being rebellious ain't a new thing. Right? Women went off going back to Eve. Right. Ever since Eve did that shit in the garden, women been going on. You got accounts of bitches like Jezebel, So the Lord was telling them back then, hey, y'all want to be rebellious? All right, I'm gonna take away the comforts. He threw them into captivity, but now He's telling these women He's gonna take away the social media. All right, the shit that's got their minds so encapsulated. If you take away social media from these women right now, they got a choice, right? What are you gonna be now? What are you gonna be? Because even the ones that ain't popular on social media are controlled by it. They just own it 24 fucking 7. Bitch, you got all the time in the day. You can learn how to sew. You can learn how to cook. You got plenty of time to do your woman duties. You just spending all your time on fucking shade room. You got plenty of time. I got a job. I can't sew. Bitch, put the phone down.
Exactly.
And live. You got time. Be a woman. Just like us, we gotta put the phone down, be men. We ain't got time to be fucking goofing off all goddamn day. We gotta work on ourselves as men. We gotta apply ourselves. Application, right? The word to apply. You gotta be putting your best foot forward. You gotta actually be in working. Right? Not just on the highways and byways in your everyday life. Go ahead, bro.
Verse
You
11.
gotta be rebuked. You gotta stuck in the Malcolm X days.
Yeah.
Shit, you gotta be rebuking yourself too, man. I rebuke myself this past week. I just got on myself. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta get on yourself. Like, yo, do what you need to do. If you know you can go harder, and you get on yourself,
That's what
because you know what the Lord given you.
Yeah.
You know what the Lord has given you. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of times you know you ain't utilizing the portion of the Lord, and you know how much of a portion you get. You gotta get on yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can be way better than what you are. You good, but you can be even way better. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta be on yourself, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be on yourself. Because you want to be the best you before this shit falls, bro. You want to be the best you before this shit falls, man. You know, work on yourself. If you know your health is all, take time and work on that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of bros are in, some bros are in martial arts, some bros are just going to the gym, some bros are just like walking, and it's good to do. That's manly shit. Get out on your, just be by yourself and doing your shit. Be a man. Don't be all cooped up in the crib. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know. Shit, I was working out this week. That shit felt good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I need to do this more often, bro. Because it takes your mind off of worrying about women. It takes your mind off. You know what I'm saying? When you need, then your day over because you didn't work.
Yep.
You did your videos, you studied, you worked out. Now you tired of.
Yep, that's stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time to be distracted by everything else. You done did all your manly work for the day. I'm too worn out. You even give a fuck about you, bitch. You know, and that's really the mindset you're supposed to be in, keeping yourself occupied. The scriptures tell us we're occupied till he comes. Keep yourself occupied and growing as a man, you know?
Yeah. Scripture say,
idleness leads to much wickedness. Yeah. Idleness leads to much wickedness. So you as a man, you have to keep yourself busy in things. You know, and that'll keep you from being distracted by some of the things. A lot of times I notice when the demons like to come on me, it's through when you idle.
Yep.
When you ain't keeping yourself busy.
Yep.
So if I know, like, if I ain't working, I ain't doing it. You exercise, you know what I'm saying? Do something, do some man shit.
Yep.
Because it keeps you occupied. And you building, you working on yourself. So it's beneficial to you. But when you just sitting there doing it, them demons are doing it. You know, now you start, I'm bored.
Then you find
Now you scrolling on social media. Now you looking for a chick to entertain you. Now you searching for vain. Really, you could have had a fulfilled day. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 32:11. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. And gird sackcloth upon your loins.
So hey, that's the Lord saying that. Ain't us. He said he gonna make you bare, strip you. Sackcloth represents mourning. So obviously the Lord has an issue with you women. And we can't stop it. All we can do as the prophets is tell you that it's coming. Warn you. You know, he that have the ear, let him hear.
What is off our hands?
I got 3 more precepts, Father Chuck. The book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There was a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
What's that wine? Brothers know what that wine is?
It's true.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's not talking about actual wine. Because when you go into the Revelation, it speaks about, I believe it's the black horse.
The 6th chapter. Heard not the wine.
Heard not the wine nor the oil. All right. And the scriptures tell you there's going to be a famine of word. So you're going to have a cry for the wine in the streets. Truth. We need the truth of what's going on. Help us, give us answers for what's going on here. It's off the streets now. Now you're left in confusion and division. You don't know why the lights are off. You don't know why these plays are happening. these natural disasters are occurring more rapidly. It's gonna happen. The natural disasters are gonna happen so frequently. It's gonna be, you gonna know it's supernatural. It's gonna happen weekly. This is the Lord is gonna after another. That's another thing. He gonna be tearing this up while all hell breaking loose. California might get that big 9.0 that push half of the damn state in the ocean.
It's on the break. Yeah.
What is it, Cascading fault lines or whatever it's called? They've been waiting on that one to hit. And the Lord like, oh, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. In due time. Volcanoes gonna be erupting that wasn't meant to erupt. Yellowstone. Everything is gonna be fucking crazy. A time like never before. And these people gonna know it's supernatural, but they ain't gonna have that wine. Is it just like who I call Jesus? Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, right.
Prophets ain't gonna be out here.
That's why
Wine ain't gonna be taken off the streets.
Yeah. That's why I tell you, man's gonna be more precious than fine gold, and the golden words are open. You know, and that's a man of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Shit, look at the day.
Yeah.
Bro, it was 80 this week. It was hell today. It was literally raining hell.
Yeah.
Like I was outside, the shit was. I'm like, what the?
It hit you out here too?
Yeah, it hit out here. Because first it was raining,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, hold on, this shit sound like hell. It started hitting the ground, then it started hitting me. I'm like, yo, this is fucking ice. It was hailing out here too.
Wow, I saw Mediterranean.
The day after it was just 70 degrees in February.
Eight.
If that's not showing you that shit is off what,
Right.
so more things is gonna happen like that. Though, don't be surprised if we in June and it might be 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Snowing in the summer.
Yeah.
Hey, you
know
see
that
what's-
happen.
You
see what's happening in Cali.
Cali, yeah.
It snowed in the Bay Area.
Yeah, you know.
How is snow in the Bay Area? Like, that's crazy.
Oakland don't even have coats.
Exactly.
Sacramento normally get it, but Oakland,
Yeah.
I know they ain't got coats.
It got cold out there.
Yeah.
I've been out there. That shit was cold. That cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cold.
It's chilly.
So, hey man, things as we get close to the end, more crazy things are gonna happen, and people ain't gonna have answers. But we gonna know because we've been preparing, we've been watching. All we can do is watch,
Yep.
and we've been watching. So we gonna know. Oh, I know what that's happening. Hold on, y'all about to Rashad. I know what that's happening. I know what that's happening. Oh, Trump back in there. We know what that's
Yeah,
happening.
exactly.
That's my president right
But Jake ain't gonna know why though.
He gonna be coming home.
Fucking Trump. They gonna lose their fucking mind. But we understand. This is the last nigga.
Yep.
At the last Trump, I remember my brother said that one time. He
Hey,
said
The
at
last Trump.
That might be twofold, bro.
Yeah.
The Lord is like that.
Lord, you know,
Omen,
play
yeah.
them.
Play them,
maybe
man.
the last
Yeah.
You never know, man.
The Lord is
Whatever we
funny
think,
like
the Lord
that.
does in the whole opposite spectrum.
Yeah, because that nigga told me something, hey, when I get back in the guillotines,
Yeah.
mass deaths,
Yeah.
Make America great again.
and you look at the parties, the Democratic Party is the one to push C-19 shots in the co-op. But the Republican Party is the one to come down with the sword.
Yeah.
That's how it always been.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it fits. It fits.
It makes sense.
I really wish that movie would have came out that they shut down.
Oh, the Gray Street.
Yeah.
They killed him.
That showed that time, man. They had the guillotine. The dude had the Masonic skirt on. I would have, yeah, man. That would have been bad.
Obviously, they
shut
let
that
us know
shit
that
down.
that's what's gonna come. That's what's gonna happen.
That movie was like ahead of its time, though. We could tell the movie was ahead of its time.
FEMA camps. You know what I'm saying? And then this guy Biden, he's giving the power
That's why I had to take him off.
of America to the WHO. So
Yeah,
when the next so-called national emergency, health emergency happens, everything's gonna come from there.
That's what that setup was about last year, you know?
Yeah, and that's what's gonna mess a lot of these Americans up because once that happened, their constitution's out the window.
Don't you know it's still travel restrictions for them for that shit?
Yeah.
Countries are still locked down. Countries are still wearing masks.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit has been years now, bro. Ain't no fucking C19 out here, man. So that shows you it was about more than that. That's why they're not allowing it to go away. Then I read something. He said in May he's going to declare that the C19 emergency is finally over.
I've seen that 2 years.
So what's about to come after that? You know, so it's crazy. Go ahead, bro. You can go.
Hey, yeah. So with that, you know, hey, now it's high time to wake out of sleep. You know, do all you can to make your if you're being called, do all you can to make your calling and election sure. You know, hey, but with that, we're gonna face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Again, double honor to the elder apostle, Great Millstone. We're gonna say Wafa Mabal.
Wafa Mabal.
Hey, Kwame Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
The X at the top right.
Push the fucking button.
Oh yeah, bro.